Oh, whoa. 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 Alright, hold on here. Let me figure out what's going on. Microphone, chat. Why am I getting an echo? That's correct. Alright. Output devices. Alright. Maybe that works? Oh boy, oh boy. I thought I had it set up correct. If I do a default, maybe. Or that would, no. Okay, maybe that'll work. Huh. Well, at least we're getting these things worked on. because for whatever reason, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm in here trying to figure out what's going on with my audio settings. All right, so we got that going. There, hope that works. Hey, can y'all hear me out there in TikTok land? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Because that is wild. You can hear me? Awesome, awesome. Appreciate it, Jump. Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear the game sound as well? Or is it loud enough? Oh, you can hear that well? All right, cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Awesome, appreciate it. All right. I don't know. I don't know if it was something I changed in the settings. I'm not entirely sure, but it should be working right now. Hopefully it doesn't crash out on me or do anything weird. And then we'll kind of go from there. Let's see. So, Jump, how's your night going, man? I think I spoke to you earlier. I remember in the group chat, right? If I remember correctly, I might be tweaking. But I think I talked to you before. Let's see where we're going. Getting out here. I gotta run all the way down. I should. Well, no, because that would have took longer. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just ride the choke over there. I gotta run all the way. I'm on mission 3-1. So I gotta run all the way down to Sandor and Bastock. Kind of run down there. Do this mission here. Let's see. Got about 29 minutes, so I should have plenty of time to run down there. Yeah. Gotta go down there. Gotta talk to some folks, and I gotta do this next part of it. What I need to do is I need to get that scroll to drain, because I need to hurry up and get that spell, because I've been putting that off for too long, because I didn't feel like running all the way down to Sandior. So it's like, that's the one thing about being in the nation of Windurst, is you gotta run everywhere. It's a pain in the ass, but you gotta do it, because I don't have very many outposts. So I had to work around for the most part and then go from there. So hey, I appreciate the likes, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Fire. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with this. Let me see what's going on here. Hey, Fire, do me a favor, man. You type a 1 in the chat. I'm trying to get this thing to link up with my streaming software. Appreciate it. Yeah, Jump is in here as well. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream a little bit, but I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and do it because I've been meaning to do it and I just been putting it off for too long. It's a late night stream as well, so that's also too. A lot of people probably went to bed already. It probably past some people's bedtime and whatnot. But the thing about it is I can't. My streaming software ain't linking like I want it to for whatever reason, so I can't see unless someone talks or if somebody does something. I can't see it. So, which I mean, it ain't too bad. I mean, you ain't supposed to be looking at chat, right? You're supposed to be focusing on the game and entertainment. So, but I don't want to make sure I ain't. Oh, I was just seeing if you type a 1 in the chat, but it's all good. I can see the text, I can see your chats, but what it was is I was trying to make sure that TikTok was responding to the software that I was linked up with, because I have a chat window that I have all the platforms that all chat one whole chat box, and I was trying to see to make sure it worked, because on the streaming software it doesn't show who's in the live, so I don't know if anybody comes in and says something and I don't miss it, so I want to make sure I let everybody know I am reading chat. So, but you all good though. I appreciate you stopping in. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was saying I'm using Mail Studio right now. So with Mail Studio, it's you got a lot of bells and whistles, but you can easily miss something if you're not paying attention. So that's why I was trying to double check everything. Let's see, run down here, run up there. All right. Alright, so we're heading down. I guess the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, run my ass down to... I'll do Sandora first. Or should I do Bastock? I'm trying to think. Because I don't like Endorse Peak. I don't like going to that map. Because if I remember correctly, you got to go to the Burning Circles to do the final boss for this mission. And I think Endorse Peak is actually a little bit easier to get to than it is for the Quad Av one. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. This is Final Fantasy 11. I'm not entirely sure if you guys have ever played or not. That's usually what I stream, or I'm trying to stream more of. And so right now I'm just doing some missions for progress and trying to level up my jobs and whatnot. Let me see. Yeah, I guess I could. Oops. Did we get anything? Oh shit. Oh damn. Oh damn. That's fine. It's fine. It's... Damn. I should have grabbed the... hold on, let me double check something. I should have grabbed the supplies for that. Oh shit, we got Junger Parchment Marshlands. Junger Forest? Ronfane? What the... What? We've been busy. We've been getting all these outposts, man. Are you kidding me? You never played this game? I mean, Fire, it's... I mean... To me, it's a classic. It's one of those classics. This came out in 2002, so this is when I was in high school, right? And for a lot of well, I won't say a lot of individuals, for a lot of new MMO players, when Final Fantasy 11 dropped in the States, it was a big deal. Like, it was probably the one MMO that was on console that wasn't, that everybody could play. So a lot of people gravitated to it. And I mean, you got some Final Fantasy fans out there. So if you are avid, Final Fantasy enjoyer and have ever played, to see it's still going. That's right. Hey, that's right, Bean. Yeah, it's still going strong. But what I'm doing is I'm playing on the a private server. I'm playing on the Horizon XI private server. That's an emulation of the Final Fantasy 11 online. Had the HDD on PS2. Yep. No, I mean, people still play it. I mean, they play on retail. They play on the private servers. Me personally, I play on the private servers, and the reason I play on this one is because it's free. I don't, it's an old classic game. I do enjoy it, but I don't want to be playing no monthly subscription. I would rather not. That's just me. I would much rather not do that. So that's kind of why I gravitated playing on the private server. Let's see, played in 03 back in college. Oh man, smash those likes. Hey, I appreciate the likes, man. Hey, no, you ain't got to say. Hey, man, listen here. I'm old too. I'm seasoned, man. I am definitely seasoned. But no, for the private server version, Horizon XI, we got about 2,200 plus players. I played 14. I played the original 14 when it first dropped, when it was more kind of like this. It had some new features to it, but I kind of liked 14 when it first dropped. I know there was bugs, I know there was issues. People didn't like it too much because it felt, I guess more slower. But at the same time, it was like, well, that's what it was. It was slower. You had to grind, you had to, party up with people, do all that stuff. And yeah, it was buggy. It was definitely buggy. Like I said, it wasn't perfect. When it dropped, it wasn't perfect. It was buggy. There was glitches, all that stuff. But it was the right kind of, mentality and kind of development that they were heading was kind of correct, right? But then they kind of dropped it and they did the whole revamp, and it feels like they copied WoW. The game was 12. No, I got you. No, I mean, it was still beautiful. Not that they made it like, wow. I mean, kinda. Hey, what's going on, John? Hey, Horizon, the Horizonite, yep. Hey, what's going on, John? Yeah, you're right, Bean. I mean, that was my opinion. When they dropped the revamp for 14, it just felt like, wow. Like, you didn't really have to party with people. The people you partied with, it was like they dropped in, dropped out. It was like you didn't really... It was like just to fill the space, in a sense. Yeah. No, I get that. 14 over WoW. But that was just me, like I said. It felt like they were really trying to compensate for the modern day MMO player. And that's where I think they fell off. They shouldn't have done that. Hey, Bean, I appreciate the follows, man. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I appreciate all the likes and all that good stuff as well for those dropping those likes. But like I said, that's why, because I had an itching for playing 11, but I didn't want to play on the retail version because the retail version doesn't feel like it doesn't have that same classic feel because of, being that all the expansions are out. Players don't have to play with each other. They can just use trust, all that stuff. Well, let me talk to this dude. See. Yeah, you had to earn, exactly. You had to earn your class. Now it's like you play the game and you get the nostalgia because, the graphics and all that stuff and the gameplay and whatnot, but it doesn't that almost hardcore method isn't really there anymore. What I'm working on. So right now, with the reset that we had in Horizon, also we had to farm. Yeah, you also had. Well, I mean, you can still farm high level gear. I just think that in 11 in retail, they just made it easier. Hey, what up, Trail? What's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, and they get it freely. Yeah, back to John's question. What I'm working on is I'm working on my missions. I think I'm on 3-1. Yeah, I think I'm on 3-1 or 2-3 actually. I'm taking that back. I'm on 2-3. So I'm trying to get the outpost warps for Juno. Doing the budget bill and cleaning. I got you. Oh no, I don't need to do that. Actually, you know what? Let me see something here. What do we got? Got the bow. We got the slops again. Oh man. Oh, Chachigi, Taka knife. Oh, we got the mercenary knife. Oh, that's definitely worth some money. That's definitely worth some money. I ain't gonna worry about that right now. Let me go ahead and focus. Let me go ahead and focus. Come on, right. Hey, man, Trail, I appreciate the roses, man. I appreciate that. Hey, still, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's definitely easier. And I think that's kind of what it is. Like, if you make something too easy, people aren't gonna... They're gonna play it and then they're just gonna be like, it wasn't really worth it. But with, you know, Horizon XI being that they're sticking more to that hardcore classic feel, vanilla feel, it feels like you're earning your stripes here. You know, that's kind of why I think, for at least for me, I kind of like it a little bit more than doing retail. Let me do Ron Fang because I'm gonna head there. Let me get my Chocobo because I'm surprised we got Ron Fane. Ron Fane's hard to get for Winders, so I'm actually shocked that they actually got it, or we actually got it. Let's see. AR gear. My husband got after relaunch. Okay. Oh, you got it after relaunch. Automatic. Really? Huh. I guess that's fortunate. Hey, did you got your AR, you got your gear back. Let's see the entire game is 7. Let's see 70. Oh shit, we're in too far. Let's see. Been seeking on my Dark Lord 55 for hours and no invites. Oh, Beard, what's going on, man? Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, I appreciate it, John. I definitely let you know, man. I definitely let you know. I don't know if I'm gonna get to that point where I gotta fight the boss for this mission, but we'll see. Because it's gonna take me a minute to run everywhere, and it's like I said, this is a late night stream. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. What? What? Let's see, which be, oh, the Sandur stable. Sure. Huh? Sure. Go ahead and do it. It's gonna keep asking me. Let's see. See, I got the chess set. Okay, so you got the chess set being okay. I got you. Let's see. Yeah, and for you, Beard, I'm gonna say I will. What's your where? You say you're 55 level Dark Knight. I mean, no, I remember the dunes. I remember the dunes being. Do I have my crystals? Yeah, I got the tele crystals. Like I said, I've already started running that way. That's why I wasn't too sure who was gonna pop in. That I was just gonna do these quick missions real quick, or these side quests, or side running and whatnot. Because I need to get like the outpost warps. I need to do all that stuff. Because I was, like I said, I checked earlier and I was surprised that we had all these outposts. So being that I'm part of Windwurst, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and see. We died a lot there. Yeah, Dunes is still rough. Dunes is definitely still rough. But Beard, back to what you were saying about Dark Knight. Dark Knight is a hit or miss. And I think why Dark Knight is a hit or miss for a lot of people is, I think not too many people, one, play Dark Knight. No, you're good. You're good, Bean. A lot of people don't play Dark Knight. Like, yeah, it's a good job, but there's not a lot of people play it, right? I think that's one. And two, I don't see a lot of people actually, I guess, benefiting from Dark Knight. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like in that weird area where it's like, if you got it, cool. If you don't, I mean, it's okay. Nah, Bean, you're good. No, I promise, you're good. You're good. No, I appreciate all the chats. No, you're good. Go ahead and type away. It was going by so fast. I was trying to keep up with chat, so I was talking to everybody. But yeah. Beard, I would say it's just Dark Knight's just one of those spots that just is retail. Nah, Harami. Hey, welcome back. No, this is still Horizon XI. No, we still sticking with Horizon XI. We ain't doing retail. Nah, we ain't doing retail. I would say, I mean, again, like I said, for a lot of individuals, man, you know, you're in Big Nasty's in retail. Okay. You're on retail. I got you. You've been seal farming. Oh, I got you. Orion. Oh, damn. I'm getting lost. Look at the chat. See, I've been seal farming. So, Harami, you back on, wait. So you got back on Horizon? Or was that somebody else? I remember somebody else said they was banned. Which? On the low. Oh, okay, I knew that was you. I was like, wait, you the same? Yeah. Oh, so you on the low. Okay, hey, all right. Shh, we go keep that secret. All right. Yeah, exactly. John remembers. Because I was like, wait a minute. That sound Ferrari's back up in here farming. Hold on. Are you going for your peacock charm too? Oh, man. Well, good luck on the peacock charm, because I know some people that have been 20-0 for that, so. Clam gate. Yep. You're right, clam gate. It's all good, Harami. They okay. They stabilized. The economy is stabilized. You ain't got to worry about that. Reckless. So you got a question here. He says, "Can you run me through new character pops?" Pops. Hey, about that. Pops. Oh damn. Pops. All right. It's a 9% drop. Hey, you know, I'm telling you, I've seen 24% drops take a long time. Let me see. Hey, no, I understand. We all unks. It's all good. But Reckless, when you say new character, which specifically are you asking? Like how to start, or? Oh, your friend got it on the first try, Harami? Oh, okay. I mean, you know what? Hey, Harami, let me share something with you, some spicy information here. I got my Leaping Boots on my second kill of Leaping Lizzie. So if you imagine, and I wasn't Thief either. So let me tell you, and then on top of that, that same week, I killed Jaggedy Ear Jack and got the damn Thief neck from him too. And I was like, what? The same week, I got both of them drops. I was like, oh no, something happened. I I don't know if this is a glitch or that I cannot believe I got that necklace when it dropped. Cause I was like, you know what? Let me just kill it because it was up. And sure enough, it dropped. Got bounty boots. Oh, I got you. Okay, okay. And you, hold on, Reckless. You said some rates were boosted. I mean, hey, I ain't complaining. I'm just surprised I got it. That was my main thing. Oh, they asked it after. Oh, okay, I got you. Clamgate. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I got it before that then. I was, cause jeez. But Reckless, you say I'll make a new character and you walk me through to endgame. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Reckless, that's a tall order because walking you through to end game, it's not going to be able to be done tonight. I can tell you that now. Like, have you played 11 before? That's half a year order. Exactly, like that. Like, brother, it's going to take a lot longer than a one stream session to even get you halfway through it. Hey, Tap Daddy, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the follow. You dedicated though? Okay, okay. Well, Reckless, have you played 11 before? Let's start there. If you played Final Fantasy 11. Go over here. And they give you 22 minutes. Jeez.
You've been examined.
Oh, I've been examined. Let's see. I play 14 online. Okay. Hey, Harami, they never played 11. They said they played 14. So, yeah, you're right. 14 is a little bit easier. I'm gonna start there, Reckless. So, if you dedicated like you say you are, 11 is gonna test that dedication. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So, let's see. 14, easy 11, 14, 11, 8. Hey, listen, it's not that slow. It ain't that slow, Bean. It's rough, but it ain't that slow. Goodness. But okay, let's start here, Reckless. Let's see. Remember the entire game was built on PS2 dev kit. Yeah, I remember. But Reckless, let's start here. All right. I know you ain't played it. Have you seen anybody else play it? Because the reason I'm asking is because it's gonna be a slow burn. Like a slow burn. What class did you play? Okay. Well, let's start. We gonna have to baby bird this real on the real. We're gonna have to baby bird this. All right. The combat in 11 is a lot slower than it is in 14. I'm just gonna it's a lot slower. It's not gonna be fast paced. It's none of that. Okay. Tab targeting, I would say, is kind of sort of what you want to consider it. But in addition to that, all the jobs in 11 have their pluses and minuses. You're not getting around that. Is it still turn-based? No, it's not turn-based. So 14 nah, John. Oh, take it easy, John. Okay, you like tab target? Okay, that's good, because you're going to need that. So it is not turn-based. So real quick while I'm running, I'm going to just kind of give you an overview, because right now. So I'm a black mage, red mage, okay? And in the beginning of the game, you get a certain number of jobs that you are allowed to pick from at the start of the game. So you got your warrior, monk, red mage, black mage, white mage, thief, and monk. Okay. Now, Bard is perfect. Yeah. Yeah, Bard's okay. Yes, Hammer, there are people that scream for Sky all the time. The organs, people want to farm them up like Skittles, okay? They do. But back to you, Reckless. Right here, I'm a black mage, red mage, okay? And just to keep it kind of simple for you, thief for me, okay? No problem, no problem. So if you look at this U wand I got right now, okay? If you look at this U wand I got right now, okay? You see where it says delay 216? So what that means is that it's not that you take, you swing, they swing, turn based, not like that. Each weapon has a delay on it to where you can attack again. That's what that number represents. So the higher, the bigger the number, the longer it takes for you to swing. The lower the number, being that you're going to go thief. Thief's daggers have the lowest just delay that you can find outside of monk. Okay. With that being said, they also respectively have low damage. Okay. The more TP you get, yeah. So essentially what you want to do is you want to have weapons that have, a good in between. So it's not turn based, it's just a delay when you attack. But you also have to you have to factor in things like abilities. So a thief will have sneak attack, trick attack, just the whole list goes on, right? And so you have to almost plan out your abilities and your attack patterns based upon that. So it's tab targeting, but you're planning out your attacks basically when you're in combat. You don't just stand there and just start wailing on each other, right? That's not how it really works unless you're a tank, and that's kind of mute point, right? Skill chains are a thing as well. Yeah, I'm trying to baby bird this, because if I start talking about skill chains and magic bursts, and Reckless is going to start to tune out. So I'm slowly I'm slowly just giving him bits and pieces. Let's ease him in, because he gonna be like, So essentially, Reckless, if you're gonna pick Thief, right? Let's see, ACC got a fair. Let's see, Dark 2% hit rate. Yeah. So in addition to that, also too, 11 has a lot of what they call skills. Okay, so you have your combat skill, your magic skill. So for example, let's see, I play. No, we're not saying noob like status. I'm just giving you the rundown of how this works, right? That's all I'm doing. Let's see, ACC for damn TP. You right. Got expensive real quick. Sushi is always expensive. Sushi's always expensive because it's the best food in the game. But back to you, Reckless. So as you can see, you have combat skill, right? And so as you attack, you fight stronger mobs, you get a higher skill, you do more damage, your accuracy factors in, your evasion, all that stuff factors in as well, your parrying, all that stuff, right? Same thing with magic skill. You don't just cast a spell and it either hits or it doesn't. You have to factor in that it has a skill level to it, kind of like Skyrim. Think of Skyrim, right? Where the more you do something with the skill, the more better you get at it, right? So with that being said, if you were to go Thief, you basically are going to be melee based. You're going to be a little squishy because you're a thief. You're not going to be fighting, frontlining too much. And so once you start out, the thing that you also want to keep in mind that outside of 14, you have sub jobs. Evasion and dexterity. You right, Jimmy? Hey, Jimmy, welcome in. Welcome in everybody that's coming in, because I've been trying to talk to Reckless, give him a little 101. Beef is a highest. I don't know. I'm talking. Well, if you're talking about for retail, I don't know how good Thief is retail. I'm talking about Horizon. Horizon X size Thief. The Horizon X size Thief is fine. Is perfectly fine, perfectly viable, and all that good stuff. But no, essentially, like I said, I was going back to it, that each job, Reckless, has a sub job you can have to it. So essentially what a sub job is that it's half the level of your main job. Okay, so that means whatever skills, magic is accessible for that job, whatever it is, it'll be half that. So, for example, if let's say my black mage gets, blizzard at 12, if I'm a 24 red mage, I'll get access to blizzard. If I was a 23, I wouldn't be obviously 12, and I wouldn't get access to the spell. That's basically how that works. Thief Ninja never gets hit in retail. You right? I don't know. Heat retail. Horizon? No, you right. Oh shit! I'm going the wrong way. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I gotta go to Sandor. Hey, no problem, Reckless. Hey, man, Reckless, like I said, if you definitely, interested in 11, like I said, for Horizon XI, you definitely go ahead and jump on, man. We still chop it up. Like I said, any pointers, any information you need, like I said, definitely go ahead and hang out, talk about it, all that good stuff. But you have a good rest of your night, man. Oh! Uh-oh. Shots fired. Fire said, nah. 5 past 11, 8 was trash. Let's see. All right, Reckless. Like I said, if you get access to Horizon and you jump on, definitely chop it up. Help you out, no problem. Let's see. Hit the gunblade. Okay. Oh, let me run this way. Shit, am I gonna make it to Sandor? I had to run all the way from Windurst, man. Get down there. Weren't hugged as children. Dang. Some of y'all, hey, I don't mind the die-hardness, but some of y'all be going above and beyond. Be like, wait. The jokes, man, be a little close to home. See, my juncture search goes to like this. Just a real FF fan. All right, Reckless. Maybe your mom love you very much. Hey, man, hey. That's between you and your mom. Let me see. I think we make it to Sandor. I get to Sandor. What I'm gonna do? Let me see. I got you. I got you, Reckless. I think what I'm gonna do, Reckless. I think what I'm gonna do, because I already posted one video. I think I'm gonna do I'm gonna do I do like a returning player series for Final Fantasy 11. For the private server part of it. I'm gonna start kind of putting out videos on TikTok, just kind of going over, how players can learn their jobs and all that stuff, and kind of get a fresh pair of eyes on it. And if you're interested, you can go ahead and check out some of those videos as well if I don't catch you online, and that's fine as well. Let's see, they shut down 11. So no, Brent, they have not. They still like their money that they're getting from Final Fantasy 11. The retail version is still going strong. It's still playable. What I am doing is I'm playing Horizon XI, which is a private server of Final Fantasy 11. And the reason I'm playing this is for a number of reasons, but the main one is because it is free to play, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me. Exactly. Square Enix loves their money. They're almost as... I don't want to say that, but they're almost as bad as Nintendo. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. They're almost as bad as Nintendo. They love their money. I mean, hey. All right, so I whip it around the corner, and then I jump. Uh-oh. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, snap. Uh-oh, I don't want to get hit with nothing. Dang. All right, then. Oh, they good. They got that. Man, I ain't seen a walking tree in a minute. I have not seen one of those things in a minute. Man, I ain't gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it, man. I got 8 minutes to get to San Dior. Ooh, that's cutting it close. If I don't make it, I don't make it, though. They only give you a little bit of gil, I think, if you manage to get to the stable. Sure tactics. Okay. Oop, let me go this way. Make shortcuts. I gotta make shortcuts, man. So, let's see. It also depends on whether it's the first Final Fantasy was about to. I'll go this way. Let's see. Say it was a toss up for me on one of those being the best. So, me personally, and I know this is probably gonna get people to leave my stream. Just keep my mouth shut. For me, I think had Final Fantasy 13 gotten a little bit more attention. Yep, there it goes. Sorry. Listen, no, hear me out. I think 13 was trying to do something different. And I think when it released, in a time where people were not that. People weren't. So. Lightning, yeah. So people were just like not playing Final Fantasy that much. They were either playing the old versions or they weren't playing it at all, right? Or they were playing 11, obviously. So. But yeah, see, like 13 was like, it was okay. It was okay. Logic. It wasn't that bad. You know, it was okay. Like it wasn't crazy, but it was okay. Like, it was just like, eh. But no, Jimmy, 13 was like a slow burn, and it got better over time. But I think what they did was they were trying to do something different where you could switch to the different classes, and you know they were trying to do this whole like different style of it to where it wasn't turn-based. It was you attacked after a delay, kind of like what 11 has, where you after a delay would attack, essentially, and your teammates would also attack. So it was kind of like it was trying to do that a little more. Hey, I appreciate the follow, Sports. I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate the follow as well as Cartman. I think I might have missed you, but I do appreciate the follow, bro. He says, hold on. It felt over-exaggerated. Are you talking about 13? Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, 13 wasn't perfect, but I kind of got the vision of where they wanted to go with it. It just needed more. It needed more polish, more time. I think they were trying to do too much innovation, all in one game, and it was like, whoa, guys, you gotta pull the reins back a little bit. You're doing a little too much here. He said 5 is way better on PS2 controller and keyboard. I mean, I Mamba, get you one. This ain't the ad. This isn't. I'm not a TikTok affiliate, unfortunately, but get you one of these. Okay, that's what I'm playing on. Get you one of those. If you want a controller that lasts, that doesn't have any issues with stick drift, that doesn't have any of that BS, get you a Mamba. Get you a Mamba. Trust me. I've had this controller for damn near almost 3 years, and I ain't had an issue with it yet. Let's see. So yeah. Yep, that's right. Get you a Mamba. If you want a good controller that lasts and you can do anything with it, get you a Mamba. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Trust me. Exactly. Trail knows. See, exactly. Mamba's, hey, good controller. Good ass controller. See, I play with say Logitech controller since 2010. Oh, okay. Hey, Reeves. Hey, man. I ain't throwing no shade. Oh shoot. Am I going to? Damn. I think I might have missed it. I think I might go in the wrong. No, I should be good. I should be good. Let's see. No, Blaze, the game did not shut down. The retail version is still going strong. In addition to that, I'm playing on Horizon XI, which is a private server. Let's see. Only thing on this sim frames game. All right, Trail. Yeah, it's still up. No. Final Fantasy 11 for retail is still up, but I'm playing the Horizon XI, which is a private server version. The reason I'm playing that is because it's free. I likes a little free every once in a while in this economy. It helps me out a little bit. Let's see. Danny's Pokemon collection. It's never going to shut down. Yeah, exactly. Private servers, official servers. They're still making money off this game. They have what? How many concurrent players they got on retail? I know this private server's got about 2,000 concurrent. Every day there's 2,000 people playing this game on the private server. So I can only imagine how many people are playing it on the retail version. Have TMR triggers. You know, I haven't messed with the triggers like that because I just haven't had a need to, but I've always thought about messing with those triggers. Those one at the back of the controller, fire. I thought about it. I got a minute to get here. Dang, I missed the window. It's all good. Let's see. All right, Bean. So if you're interested in Horizon XI, what you can do is you go horizonxi.com, okay? And what you do is you go to their website, you can create you an account. Again, all of this is free, doesn't cost you anything. Once you make an account, you go over there on their site and there's a launcher that you can download. Once you go to that download, it's about 16 gigs or so. I mean, it's a large thing because, I mean, you're downloading the entire game, right? But you can download it from their website, so it's safe. Trust me, it's safe, okay? Make sure you're going to the right site, though. I don't know, go to the wrong site, but if you go download it from their site, you can do all that, and then you can create your character, and you can do all that stuff just like normal. Get the whole play online music that caused a lot of insomnia for people because that thing took like 5 hours to download. So you can get all that nostalgia as well. Yeah, they also have a Discord, Jimmy. They also have a wiki. They have a wiki as well. On their main website, they do also have the auction house where you can look at all the items being sold. You can look at all your character stats. I mean, it's a whole list of stuff. If you ever get the chance to browse. Dang it. I didn't make it. And I lost my chocobo. I guess I didn't get the money. Oh well. Let's see. No problem, Bean. Welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, you can also go to like Jimmy was saying, you can also go to their Discord. There's plenty of people always talking on there. You can chat with them and talk with them. And they'll help you out with anything. You can get to a link shell, all that good stuff. Yes, all the expansions are free as well. They're not going to charge for the expansions. Right now, they are in the process of releasing Treasures of Atragon. They're going to be releasing that Friday. Yeah, Friday. They're going to probably release it Friday. That's a running joke for a lot of people that don't know, but we'll see. They said they were going to release it this year at least. I don't know when. But that, if that answers your question, no one. Alright, so we made it to San Dior. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna run here. I'm gonna get this scroll of drain, so I can have that because I needed that spell for the longest, and I kept pushing that off because I didn't want to. I forgot to drop off my thing. Let's see. This is yes, it does. Thank you. When I originally played, it was the last expansion I played. Okay, no one. I got you. Yeah, so all the expansions, they're not going to charge for the expansions. They're all free when they drop them. It's just the Horizon XI team isn't like super large, and they're doing basically they're taking a vanilla approach, right, as opposed to the other servers, which is kind of copied the retail with the trusts and the expansions and all that stuff. Well, Horizon is kind of going more of a hardcore vanilla approach. The level cap is 75. If you do decide to hop on, hit me up again. Bandito, yep. Appreciate, hey, shout out to Jimmy Bandito over there on Horizon XI. He's making a shout out. Is it hard to find a party to level? That's a tricky question, no one. It is not hard. It takes some time. However, you can level solo. It may take a little longer if you decide to do that, but it is doable. Okay, I've leveled solo. It's doable. It just takes a while. But typically speaking, you only hit those I guess droughts when you go between levels, I'd say 35 to 50, and then from 60 to about 65 is where the droughts start to pop up, where you're waiting for a party. There we go. Got that. Give me my signet. Thank you. Easy and decent mobs give more XP. Yeah, than retail. Yeah. So that's another thing too. Like I was saying before. Hold on. Let me make sure I get it right. 90. You can't fuck with you start one. True. You can be a shot caller and start parties. You usually get a few people. It's just, it does take a process. Hey, Fireman, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate all the likes, man. Thank you for viewing. I'll catch you around. You have a good rest of your night, man. But like I was saying, let's see. So it's Horizon XI .com. And then, yeah, Horizon XI. Jimmy got you. So essentially, like you were saying, for parties, for leveling, it's not that difficult. It does take a little time. You know, like I said, you also have to keep in mind that it's only 2,000 people. I know that may seem like a lot, but you have to think about 2,000 spread across the entirety of this game. So there's not everybody's in the same bracket, right? So you also got to keep that in mind. Hey, you was playing. Oh, we got in the Horizonite. Hey, Brian, I appreciate the follow. Appreciate that, man. You are a 35 thief. Let's see, just. All right, Bean. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. No problem. But like I said, on TikTok, I was making a series on returning players to Final Fantasy 11, so I'm working on that, just trying to, inform people about it, get people that's maybe interested. I know games have been kind of a toss-up to, everybody's getting tired of the BRs and the extraction shooters and all that, stuff. So hitting a classic every once in a while, especially something that's more community-based, because I think a community-based game is few and far in between, right? So having one that's, a classic that everybody enjoys, to play here and there, I think is a good breath of fresh air a little bit. Right. Okay, you never played. Well, I mean, hey, no one, I appreciate the follow, man. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, trial, it's gonna depend on yourself. Like, are you interested? You can give it a shot. Like I said, it's free. It don't cost nothing. I mean, if it ain't for you, it's just cost some of your time. That's about it. He said Elden Ring. I could imagine. Yeah, I could imagine. Final Fantasy 11 is a break from Elden Ring. Jeez. I can imagine all the button mashing from that. Ugh. Ooh. Let's see. Hey, no worries, Jimmy. Hey, man, I'll catch you next time on the stream, man. Appreciate you coming through. You have a good night, man. Farm simulators? Which specific farm simulator are you talking about? Talking about, which one is it? I'm trying to think. I think it was 17 and 25. Okay. I got you. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're playing farm simulators, your patience is probably pretty good. So, like I said, if it's about just interest or trying to learn the game, I mean, it's not difficult to learn. It just takes some time, and then from there you just basically asking around, ask people, ask myself, hey, how you do this, how we do that, And then if all else fails, I will say this for everybody in chat, they do have a wiki, so anything that you can think of, how do you start off leveling? How do you play this job? How do you, I don't know, farm this item, whatever you want to call it. You can go to the wiki, Horizon XI wiki, and you can get all the information. Very hard to get involved in these games, in most games. I got you. I mean, is that because of you like playing it solo? You like, like what about that? Like, is it the MMO aspect that you got tasks? Is it the running back and forth? Because I will say yeah, the running back and forth can get a bit daunting. It's like, oh, I gotta run here and then I gotta run there. But they do have some means of kind of getting around that. Because like I said, before I went to the town, I dropped off those supplies. So what that means is that if I go to an outpost teleporter, I can warp from, you saw me run from Windhurst when I originally started all the way here. I can warp from Windhurst to here in like 10 seconds, essentially. Been into gaming until recently. Hey, no worries, trial. And maximizing per dollar value. Hey, man, hey, listen. Ain't no worries about it, man. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, let's get this scroll to drain. This expensive ass scroll. This one of the expensive ass scrolls. I mean, granted, you can only get one of them per character, but still, it's expensive. But it is powerful, so I guess it's for a reason. But yeah, Trial, if you're not, hey, like I said, if you just recently got into gaming, I mean, there's a lot to it. So, I mean, hey, you just gotta, pick somebody, get you a friend group, whatever. You got the time to do so and kind of learn the game and whatnot, or whatever game you may be interested in. Am I going the right way? Nope, I'm not going the right way. Alright, so now I got the scroll. I guess since I'm in town, I might as well start here, I guess, for the mission. 11 is not. Hey, Saint, I mean, yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. Say on the heart like crazy, but only spend a few minutes in game each week. Lately, most live XI. Wait, what the heck? Oh, I was supposed to turn there. Okay, I was like, I thought he's supposed to be around here somewhere. Yeah, but no, Saint's right. It's not for the faint. Like, you gotta have the patience and the mindset to play it. Like I said, if you're not good at picking up games that easily, definitely get you a friend, get somebody to talk to, learn about the game before you jump headfirst into it. Accept. Let's see. I find out about hardware. Hey, no worries, Trial. Let's see about the hardware. A few benchmarking. I got you. Hey, Eric, welcome back. Welcome back, man. All right. So let me trade this man this beastman blood. There it is. The Souls series. Let's see. What am I doing, Eric? I am getting the Scroll of Drain, so I can learn the spell. One of the most expensive ass spells in the game. In fact, now that I got the spell, let me double check something here. If I remember correctly, does he give you another quest? One second. No, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about no heavy axe. But right now, I was just getting the Scroll of Drain. I was doing the mission 2-3. Eric, just to kind of, do the missions and whatnot. Up. Sepang. Sepang's doing the same thing, I think. Yeah, you gotta do that scroll as well. Yeah, I was putting it off. I could have done it last week, but Black Mage, here you go. Bop, got it. Hey, Trial, no worries, man. You have a good rest of your night. But that's what I'm doing, and then like I said, I'm doing 2-3, so that way I can get the outpost warps in Juno. So that way, something that I think, I'm not sure if Reckless or someone is asking about how fast to move around, but now that I can, when I do be able to do that, teleport from Juno, I can just warp to Juno and then warp from Juno to any other spot real quickly. Hey, Shindo, I appreciate the follow, man. I appreciate you for the follow. I was like, I don't know the gender. Hold on, let me not say that. I'll go to the question. Click on my Beastmaster. Hey, no, all right, Eric. All right, got you. Yeah, outpost warping is costly, but I mean, at the same time, Chocobo is costly too. Unless you're gonna walk the entire way. Oh, you do, John? Yeah, John. That's why I'm doing it right now. So let me. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Travis, I talked to someone. The Council of Wind. Oh, Council of Windhurst. Okay. Let me leave here. Yes. Alright. He said you spend 6K every Sunday. I mean, but Eric, that 10K scroll, that EXP scroll, like you putting money in a good place, like that's a lot. No, drain is not as much as the ninja scrolls. Oh, well, I mean, if that's just what your Sundays look like, I mean, hey, I understand that. But no, drain is not as expensive as wait, where am I? That's Juno. Wait, what the heck? Oh, here we go. I'm going in the right spot. But the ninja scrolls, I mean, because ninja's so busted, that's why everybody spends that kind of money on the scrolls. That's just how it is. Like, ninjas is busted. So everybody charges out the ass for it. So. Uh-oh, lion. Yes, lion, hello. Seriously, you choose 200K. You're right. The quest does suck for Utsunemi. But again, like I said, Utsunemi is probably one of the most overly useful abilities in the game. Until you get Utsunemi Ni, right? So it makes sense. It's either you farm the scroll or the spell, or you spend 200K, which is easier. A good lion cosplay. You know, now that you mention that, you're right. You're right, John. I don't think I've ever seen a good lion cosplay. No, you farmed all yours. Yeah, and that's what I said. It's either farm the ninja spells or you pay for it. And most people farm them. The only people that I think that buy it are the people that have buku amounts of deep pockets. Like, we're talking like bottomless orifices of pocket money that just buys the scrolls. Because that's the only reason it's that expensive is not because people are selling it, it's because people are actually buying it at that price. Let's see. Need someone to... I don't know. Maybe there'd be some volunteers for some lion cosplay in chat. Hey, maybe there's somebody would be there, John. And then also too, Eric, right, you got big whales. So again, that's where it's like the only reason those scrolls or any scrolls are that expensive is because people are actually paying that money for it. They're not just setting the price, because if nobody bought it, it wouldn't be that expensive. Even it might be a little pricey, but it wouldn't be like crazy, like 200K. Let's see. Casado. Wait, was it supposed to leave? Hold on. There's someone else I think I'm supposed to talk to. Oh, here we go. All right. See people. Oh no, yeah, the drain is easy. Like one of Utsunemi. I mean, like I said, if you're a Beastmaster or you have a good somebody to party with, I mean, the scroll is easy to get for Utsunemi. Just, I think more so than anything, it's not the fights, it's the running back and forth. I think that's what really gets people. That's what really gets people when it comes to actually like farming spells and whatnot. Okay, talk to her. And then, let me see. Sneak and invis. What you mean, Corvid? What you mean, like farming them? Alver. Okay. We talk to Halver and chat de Oro. See. Oh yeah, sneaking invis. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Utsunemi, like it's a pain, but it's. I mean, it's not really that bad. And the reason why, for me, because this is a new character that I'm playing, right? Let's see. Oh, it's the rep grind. Yeah, I guess you could say if you're trying to get Norg fame. I mean, yeah, you're right. It is pretty expensive to do that. You're having to get all that I think iron ore or zinc ore. That's right. Yeah, trying to get all that zinc ore is pretty crazy. If you go that route. I think that the zinc is a lot easier than the necklaces because I think you need more necklaces. No, you need more zinc than you need necklaces, but the thing is you need to farm the necklaces, which takes a lot longer because the necklaces are harder to get. Let me put it that way. This is Shacado fame. Are you right? Yeah, zinc is just cheaper to get than farming those necklaces from the Yugudo, how you say they damn name. So that's why it's like I just rather zinc and just buy the zinc and be done with it than having to go all the way and do all that stuff. That's just me. Let me see here. Okay, so I talked to Javier. Travel to Gilbestra outpost and defeat War Chief Voundit. Alright, let me see. Gotta defeat some NM. Okay. Alright, so we gotta kill this War Chief. I like how she's the only nice Elvon in the entire city. She tells you to take care. Everybody else tell you to fuck off. it's pretty much. It's like, look at you. You're also just hateful. See, what time zone are you? I'm on late. No, so right now I'm on Central, Eric, and I just started late. It's 15 till midnight here. John said invite who? Yeah. Yeah, it's just late. I just started late on my stream. That's basically what I did. Let me see. John said invite him. Okay, I appreciate it, John. Let me see. Hold on. Name. Let me see. Type this in here. Oop. To the world. Oh, did I type it in wrong? Hold on. There he is. I think I sent it to you. Hey, there he is. So, Eric, you just now saying this, man? Oh, I appreciate you letting me know. I didn't realize it was messed up that bad. All right, hold on. Let's see. It's really loud. Really? Huh. 1 second here. Hey, Corvette, I appreciate you stopping by, man. I appreciate. Man, I need to stop that. I appreciate you for stopping by, hanging out in the stream. You have a good rest of your night as well, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Too soft now. All right, let me. I'm trying to get. So what about now? Because I can't hear it through. I mean, I hear it, but it ain't blaring in my ears like I'm sure y'all can hear it on stream. Like, is my mic not loud enough? That's good. All right, good deal, good deal. All right. Oh, he went to. Yo. Westron fan. Let me go out here and meet Lincoln. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see where he at? Where he at? There he is. All right, go Besha outposts. Kind of head out there, take care of this boss, and then go from there. Let's see. Let me see something here. Let me check something. All right, so okay, there we go. I think that's. So I was just double checking my feedback because before it was doing some weirdness, but I think.
Incoming emote.
All right. You playing the Yoda, the Yoda style. Okay, I got you. I see. Now, one thing I will say about the Horizon XI team, I hope they start dropping a little bit more cosmetics. Because I know they dropped a few different hairstyles and different colors and all that stuff. I hope they drop a little more of that when they get some time. The background music down by half. Oh, my background music. Okay. I got you. I got you. Let me do this here. All right, what about that? That's better? All right, good deal, good deal. Yeah, I don't know. It looks weird because, like you say, it's super loud on yours. Obi, is this my alt? What you mean, Obi? And welcome in as well. But what you mean, is this my alt? So, yes and no. So put it that way. So, my original character that I had, I would try to play it, and then I was like, let me try this hardcore thing out. Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. I had to, I don't know why. I don't know if I have to add a link shell. I don't know what I have to do to get this thing to work, but it's not working. Like I've tried to get rid of the question mark. But essentially, like I said, the reason I was trying to do the hardcore thing, that little thing that Horizon has, and I died when I was level 20 because I tried to fight a mob that I didn't realize was too strong, and I died. So right now, all I'm doing is just playing this. You can consider this my main character. I still want to do the hardcore thing, but right now I'm just playing it. Yeah. And it's like, I'm not about to start over, and I'm not about to do all that. I'm not about to torture myself. So that's why I'm just playing on this character. Because originally, the original character, the Galka that I was playing, I didn't know that you had to sign up for hardcore before you even get a single experience point. I just thought it was whenever you signed up for it. So I wasn't able to do it on my original character that I first started with. Let me see. Hey, what's going on, Cryo? This is Final Fantasy 11 Online. I am playing on the Horizon XI private server, not the retail version, because the economy is it's a little taxing here on my wallet and everyone else's. So I wanted to play this private server version because it is free to play. Where else do I stream? So currently I stream on YouTube because, yes, it is free to play. On there, you can go to their website, horizonxi.com, and sign up and play as much as you want because it is free. I also stream on YouTube. I have other socials. And I've been trying to multi-stream. Let's see. What is it? That's a player, not a pet. That is a Tartaru, one of the miniature races of this game. That is a player. That is not a pet. All right. Correct. Private servers cannot charge due to copyright, which in and of itself, I think also is kind of a good thing because when money gets involved, people people get funny when it comes to money. Okay, I just be honest with you. People get funny when it comes to money, and mm-mm. So the fact that they're doing this all just for for the willingness to do so is probably why I do like it a little bit more, is because they're not getting paid to do this. So that's part of it. I am streaming on YouTube. Yes, that is correct. And the reason I haven't really broadcasted that is because for what unknown reason I haven't figured out. Either Meld was crashing, and I'm jinxing myself by saying this. Either Meld was crashing the client for Horizon XI, or some weirdness was happening because I couldn't play this game. Like I've been streaming for an hour and 31 minutes and not had a single crash. So, knock on wood. Let's see. Enemies are not attacking me because I am too strong. I'm too strong. So as you see, as I examine them, too weak to be worthwhile. Mobs will not attack you so long as you are stronger than them. They are that competent.
Your skill has increased.
Drain that. Oh, wow. That didn't do much. It didn't do much. Let me hit it with some of this. There we go. All right. Now what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to beat him in something else. And return to Kubaso. Okay, I gotta return to Kubaso. All right, gotcha. But yeah, enemies will not attack you, or at least the aggressive ones. So, kind of keep it short and sweet. If you see at the top where that bar is, and it's their health bar, underneath that, where you see the Orcus Mesmer, if you see that little orange alien-looking symbol, that means that they are aggressive and they will attack you. That link next to their name, or that symbol, means that enemies will link with other enemies of that same type or race or whatever. Urinating on the enemy. No. No. And then, of course, the eyeball that you see there means that they are sight aggro, meaning that they will only attack you if they see you. A curvy streamline. I don't know. I don't see none of that. Oh, okay. Oh, I was like, I thought he was making a joke. So, yeah. So, essentially, the private server also has mods in it. They work with modders that add quality of life features to this game as well. So that arcing line that you saw was basically showing an indication of who was attacking at what time. Like basically that blue one shows that Lycan was attacking that mob, and then if the mob was going to attack, it would turn red, and vice versa. Let's see. Hey, Benj, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's what the red is. So it shows that these two mobs are duking it out, basically. But of course, you know, and then Lycan goes in there and he gives a swing and a miss. A swing and a miss. Oh, and there he's going. Let's see. All right, Bean, you have a good rest of your night. And you take care. Let's see. Let's see what is that. Yes, so Horizon XI is free, Joel. It doesn't cost anything. You go to their website, horizonxi.com. You can create you an account. download the client, and you can play Final Fantasy 11 for free. It doesn't cost nothing because of copyright issues and so on and so forth. I'm not. It just basically short and sweet. So watch on stream on YouTube. All right, Benj. I appreciate it, Eric. Or you know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Eric, who's Benj in game. That's who I'm talking to. But no, I do appreciate it, man. Thanks for watching over there on the tubes, man. Messing with the scythe hurts. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Hey, Joel, I appreciate the follow as well, man. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, the private servers are free. Don't cost anything. And then, like I said, you can play it as much as you want. If you want to learn the game, like I said, the private server has a website, it has a wiki, has a Discord. So if you have any point in time where you're stuck and don't know something and want to learn something, ask, or you'll find the information. Trust me. Somebody will inform you easily. Yes. So, Lycan is a Beastmaster White Mage. A Beastmaster allows themselves to charm any creature, pretty much, that they can assist with fighting with, or assist. They can charm a pet to assist them in fighting. My word salad there. Just follow. Hey, Reckless, I appreciate the follow, man. Thank you. Oh, wait, are we going? Wait. Oh, I don't have the map. I was going the wrong way. Oh, you beta tested, Joel? Hey, and you and P on the PS2. So you see how old this game is, and there's still people playing it. So that must tell you something. That must tell you something. What's your power? What's my power? I'm a black mage. Black mage, red mage. I'm a sorcerer, if you will, for more layman's terms. Correct, correct. I will also say, for anybody that is also, listening in, if you have a Steam Deck, a portable Steam Deck, you can also play Horizon XI on your Steam Deck. They have the Discord has a walkthrough on how to install it. So if you want to relive some of that PS portable, PS2 mobile, it's PSP.
Incoming
you can also do that as well. Bench. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Hey, I appreciate the follow, Cryo. Appreciate that, man. You play for original? Okay, no worries, Joe. No, hey, I mean, hey, if you in the original, if you in the retail version, and you in there, that's fine. Like I said, for me, my biggest thing with the retail version is, one, because of how old the game is, I understand getting paid for your work. The game is kind of old. Right? I don't think paying a monthly subscription for a game that's over 20 years old. It's like, wow, like he's still charging people for a 20-year game. It's just me personally. Like, I understand if you were updating it, but the updates are kind of like, okay, all right, it's like a full. Come on. That's just me. And then on top of that, exactly, there are barely people on. You can't get any mods or quality of life mods. Yeah, this costs the monthly fee. But here's the thing. Here's the other thing, though, John. The other thing that, to me anyway, right, is that the game feels more like a single-player game. And Joel said, I forget that about to install. That's the other thing. This is too. Hey, Eric, appreciate that over there on the tubes. But no, seriously, like, if anybody up here plays on retail, be honest. Be honest. Does it feel like an MMORPG with a community, or does it feel like a single player game? And I'm not, you know, throwing shade on anybody that plays the retail version that feels it. It feels single, and it's like, why am I playing an MMO if I want to play a single player game? What is the point of me? Like what? Like what is it? What is the point of talking to people? What is the point of saying, "Hey, you know, we need some help doing Dynamis or something"? If I mean, granted, the trusts help, but they've almost removed the need to really rely on other people. Like unless it's some heavy in-game content or something. Like you're literally trying to do some in-game stuff that you need an actual functioning frontal lobe person to be playing with you to do the content. Yes, Joel, all the expansions on Horizon XI will be free. Their next expansion, Treasures of Outer, they're planning on dropping that soon? Question mark? I don't know when soon is, but they plan on doing it. Oh, so if you're Joel, if you're looking for it, it's horizonxi.com is the website that you're looking for. It's only up to COP right now. Yes, that's correct. Oh no! Wait, was it this person? Hey, Lincoln, I appreciate your help there, sir. I appreciate that. I think it's I think I speak to this. Yep. There we go. All right. Boom, there we go. Got it completed. No, Obi, I am a Windurst native. Now, I know a lot of people have reservations about Windurst between Bastock and Sandy. I get it. And the one reason... no, listen, hear me out. The one reason why I did Windurst is because A, I don't have to farm for rep. I just do the missions, and it just gives me a rep, and I ain't got to worry about it. Because of I'm not farming 300 quartz or whatever the trumpets are. I'm doing all that. I'm not going to buy them. I'm not going to farm them. I'm not putting myself through that. The second thing is, yes, this early game guild and all that stuff. The second reason is because if you try to get the Aspar scroll, you either need a red mage, black mage, and white mage to open the gate, or you can get the bauble from the Windurst mission that you can open it by yourself, and you ain't gotta worry about that. I just do that, and if I really want to, I can always just pay to switch to a different nation. I don't have to stay with Windurst, so I might as well just do that, get the bauble, and then just swap to a different nation. If I feel like, if I just make it a whole lot simpler. Right, that's my thought process, because I don't want to do all that extra stuff, because I'm already going to be doing missions. I'm already going to be farming. I might as well just do the Windurst missions. They're pretty much the same thing. Get the rep for that, and then just bounce. that was my game plan anyway. Let me see who else we got. Hold on. Say where the heck is my laptop? Oh, you look for your laptop, Joel. I got you. You absolutely need an LS for in-game activities on retail. And listen, Dale, I'm not saying that you don't need players. I'm just saying it feels like until you get to that point, it's solo. It's like, and then also too, when you get to Dynamis or Sortie, if you're not familiar with the people you're rocking with, it gets really chaotic really easy. Because I remember on retail, when I was playing retail, if you didn't know somebody and you didn't have the right kind of gear, there was so much infighting. If you weren't doing everything... Uh-oh. Lincoln's poking me. What's going on, sir? if you didn't have the right kind of gear, you were almost immediately booted out. There was no questions asked. There was no, no, I'm good. No, hold on, let me talk to the thing. Thanks for your help. Help, smiley face. Thanks for your help, smiley face. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was getting distracted. I wasn't even thinking about it. You're right, Lagan. I gotta go to Bastock. I was like, the mission's over, mission accomplished. But no, Dale, back to you. Like I said, it's just if you don't have that early game community like social skill, when you get to end game, you're already gonna have your own mentality about the game and how you play it, to where you're not probably gonna mesh with other people because they're gonna have their same mentality and gameplay style. Like, yeah, you'll know how to do the content, but you're going to be bickering back and forth. You're not going to be able to work with people because you're used to messing with trust all the time. So I feel like, in a sense, that's why trust, to me, have kind of made it to where it's removed the need to play with other people. Windy is good for early game. That was Obi. Smoochie! Welcome in, welcome in. So you're talking about it only. Is this a mod? Which you mean, Smoochie? Missions are hell tough. Yeah, I mean, they are Windurst missions, but I mean, they're pretty easy to get through. And then Smoochie, you were saying that, say, I played back in the day. You're talking about it only being a single player game. Is this some mod? No, Smoochie, this is a private server. This is Horizon XI. This is a private server of Final Fantasy XI. It's free to play. Like I said, the reason why I'm playing it, I said it so many times tonight, but that's why I'm playing it, because it's free to play. It is basically a vanilla hardcore version of the 75 level era. Like in, let me see. Are you teleporting us, or? See, are there as many people? Yes, Cryo. So there is about 2,000. Like, okay. So let me say that. If I remember correctly, there's about, on the low end, probably like 15 to 1,600. On the high end, it's about 2,200. Okay, it stays probably in that bracket like all the time. It rarely goes below, unless there's like a server maintenance or it's a holiday or something and they're completely, the servers are down basically. But most of the time, it stays between those two numbers, and it's consistent. It's not any higher or lower. What's this? 1,900,000. Good lord, that kind of money. Let's see. Account created. Okay. All right, Joe. All right, no problem. 893. That's fine. I'll pay that for a chocobo ride. I don't mind that. Well, welcome, Joel. Welcome. Oh, whoops. Wrong way. Going the wrong way. Also, too, another thing is like the map. This recently got added, I think, by remapster.com. I guess that's a modder of them. I don't know exactly, but essentially, they've kind of made it to where the map has all these nice little icons, and has this nice little where it tells you what's on the corners. Because before, Gagesan Mines, Pasho, Marshlands, all that stuff wasn't there. So you had to remember in memory of where to go and what direction you were supposed to go to, because you didn't know. It didn't tell you, right? Oops. Going this way. So that's something that they just add those quality of life features that I think is pretty nice. You know, it's because, I mean, yes, you could. So for me, when I was on retail, you can create your own markers. Like you could create, you know, those pink markers and, you know, put them somewhere. But like, nah, nah, nobody did that unless you were a completionist or you were just somebody that just didn't mind doing that. Nobody did that. Exactly. You had to go into the map to see them, and you had to scroll over. Exactly. So it was like, but for the most part, like I said, most people actually took the time to memorize a lot of this stuff. And I think one of the things that was a double-edged sword for Final Fantasy XI was the fact that, one, it was community-based to where you actually had to talk to people if you didn't know something. So if you didn't know something, you would you'd be like, hey, how you do this? Hey, Chris, Preston, I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, if you didn't know something, you would ask people. You know, it's that community building element. You know, like I said, back to, you know, Dale, like I said, I'm not throwing shade on people that play retail. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying, if you only interact with people until the end game, you're gonna be arguing. You're gonna be having a rough time because nobody's gonna rock with you unless you're all in the same link shell. They're just not. And you didn't have the wiki, exactly. Fellow Horizon player, yes sir, yes sir. Thank you. So that was also the other element to it, right? Where it was like you just have trust. Now, I will say Horizon XI is not adding, or the dev team is not adding trusts, but they are adding Adventuring Fellows. Now, Adventuring Fellows is a very nice middle ground, I think, because a WoW server. Hold on. Let's see what Cryo said. So the server is just a play free, or does it like? Okay, so for Cryo's question, there's a server. Is it free? Yes, it's free to play. The server's not. I mean, it goes down on Fridays for maintenance, but it doesn't cost anything to be a part of the server. And they are sticking to their more vanilla take, where the level cap is 75. So around that era. Hey, Eric, I appreciate the follow over there on the YouTubes, man. I appreciate that. So it's sticking to that vanilla-esque Final Fantasy, where all the content, all the in-game stuff is leveled accordingly to around 75. So, of course, you know, as the expansions grew, level cap grew, obviously all that content that comes out is going to be tailored to 75 level, right? It's not going to be, well, these 99 mobs are going to wipe the floor because you're all 70. It's not going to work like that. The Horizon XI team does not make money because of copyright issues, so they do not get paid for this. This is all for the love of the game, literally. This is all for the love of the game. They are not getting paid to do this. Let's see. It's essentially classic, correct. OB is right. 75 cap, lower res. Yes. All that stuff. Let's stop playing with 2006. Okay, Chris, I got you. They have a lot of custom stuff in here. They have quality of life features like these maps. They got all these mods in here, the UI elements. They got this one feature that I think is kind of funny. I hope my game doesn't break by me doing this, but you can increase the FPS so you get a little bit more smoother flow in the gameplay, which was a nice touch. I hope my game doesn't crash by me doing this, because I'm gonna have to knock on wood, because I think it did it last time. But you can go to a higher FPS, so 60 FPS, so it's a lot smoother in transition and all that stuff. They're real bros. Yep. Horizon team is really putting in good work. Like I said, for a dev team that I think they only had like, what was it, like 15 or something like that, 15 people, something like that. They doing some good work. He said, being an adult has hindered your progress, Chris. Hey man, I get it. No, I get that. Let's see, does Horizon not have HP? So Nerf, they have not had that. Who's sneezing back there? But no, they don't have the EXP books. Cat's Eye, like I said, it's like retail. Let's see. Yeah, you're doing a lot of walking. I know that sounds sucks, but the one caveat they do have, back to your question, Nerf, is that they do have outpost warps. Okay, so outpost warps are a thing. You can use those, and you can go there to different, it's a little walking. It's not complete, oh my god, we gotta walk everywhere type of thing. Yeah, and so they don't have the books, they don't have the crystal warps, like I said, and Cat's Eye, all that stuff. They don't have that in Horizon. You got to work for those outpost warps, and you got to stick to them. Okay, you got to utilize those. You can't be just warping in town from town to town, and just not worrying. You never need a chocobo essentially, unless you're having to go to some specific area. See, basically, what that's kind of ish. What are the recommended add-ons for Joel? Okay. So the recommended add-ons, Horizon, or let me think. Hold on. Okay. Note to self: do not mess with the FPS. Do not mess with the FPS. Don't do it. Don't mess with the FPS. All right, I'll while I'm booting this back up, I'll answer Joel's question on what recommended add-ons, because I knew I shouldn't have messed with the FPS. I knew I shouldn't have messed with that. Well, the thing about it, Nerf, is that my FPS, I mean, putting the FPS to 1, it doesn't nuke it. It's when I stream that it nukes the client. I don't know why that is. It's like some reason putting it to 60 FPS makes the client freak out. But let me go ahead and I'm gonna do this real quick, so I can show these add-ons for Joel. Let me see. Oh no, you good. You good. Hold on. Hold on. Up. There we go. All right. All right, you guys see that? Over there on the TikTok side. Okay. So when you have the launcher pulled up and oh, hold on. What's going on? Oh, it says send this game on current hardware. Yeah, and that's the thing is they haven't really gotten that good with the optimization. So, if, like I said, if I change the FPS, it doesn't like that. I'll go ahead and double check that, Eric. I appreciate that over there. Let me know. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that next time, or next stream, and make sure I set to 60. But essentially, you go to extensions, and all these add-ons here are mods that they allowed to mod the game to give that quality of life feature. I have Minimap. So Minimap has given that small little triangle. You can either have a square or a circle, excuse me. That way it's easier, so I have to pull the map up every time. I just do that just because. But essentially you have that little mini map that you can add to the screen. Nameplate. It adds the correct rendering to nameplates, so that way you know how in the classic version you would, if you're too far away, you couldn't read it. So that's the one that I also added on here. Aspects is a good one as well. Balloon. Only reason I have balloon on is because rather than having the window go up and down, it has that nice text bubble when I was talking to the NPCs. I do like that. Chains. This is a must-have if you really plan on doing in-game content, because with chains, whenever a player activates a weapon skill, it'll show that weapon skill. It'll show the timer for how long of a window you have on that weapon skill. In addition to that, it'll show you which next ability needs to be used to trigger a skill chain. Skill chain does additional damage. And in addition to that, it'll also show you what the magic burst is. So let's face, for example, if you have 2 weapon skills that activates the skill chain meltdown, the magic burst for that skill chain, I believe, is air. No, I think it's blizzard. I think it's blizzard. But either way, it lets you have the timer as well as all that information, so that way you can just, you know what you don't have to like really memorize everything. You can just jump into it. So chains is a definitely must-have out of all the add-ons. I will just let you know that now. Chatmon just gives you notifications. Checker. So checker is also for new players and players that are not familiar with how. Yeah, checker, like like Obi was saying, checker is good because checker allows you to see, when I was saying before about how you can tell mobs are aggressive, their level, what they aggro by. Checker is basically covers all that. So that way you know what you're looking at, essentially, what the, determining whether the mob is, what level ranges they have and all that good stuff. I also have distance, which was that arcing piss that you were talking about. That's what distance is that basically that arcs that shows you how far a mob is away from attacking, or you're from a mob to attack it, instead of having to click on them and see how tough. Yes, basically, Joel is correct. Also with yes, so FPS is what I was messing with, but here it is. Horizon XIUI is on there as well. You're correct. It is on there, and it's allowed. It's allowed. In-game UI style, that's just some flair for UI. So when you were talking about those bars that I had for EXP, HP bar, all that stuff, that is those custom things right there, so that way you don't have to look at the little tiny little box that's in that back corner. I'm hitting my mic, excuse me. It's a little tiny little bar down there. You don't have to, that's what that's for. That's also a good one. Logs basically creates logs that makes it easier to read chat. You can macro fix, basically makes it easier for all those macro bars to show up, so they're at the top and they're able to scroll through real quickly. See, Switch you. Yeah, basically. And also too with XI UI, you also are able to move around those icons. So if you don't want to have it at the bottom like I have it, you want to have it at the top only or on the side or whatever. Basically, you can move around all the little UI elements. No, Lua? No, I don't think they're going to mess with that. Zero name. Some of these are just fillers. Timers. Timers is also a good one to have. Target lines, same thing. So with target lines, that's another thing as well. So if you use AoE spells like Stonga, Auga, Aeroga, if you're trying to hit a mob, it'll plant a little AoE round little reticle that you'll be able to see basically how wide of an area you're going to hit. So that's also something to keep in mind as well if you want to add that. I mean, some people do, some people don't. But all right, let me jump back in here. Let me do this mission real quick. Oh, and I didn't show how many people are on. I think it was 18, 17, 1800, something like that. All right, let me drop my FPS down to 2 so it doesn't crash on me. Hey, no problem, Joel. No problem. Let me make sure. All right, just double checking. I know I was making like it wait on me. I appreciate you waiting, man. Appreciate that. Invite you back. So just real quick, I mean, I don't know if you were, Joel, you paid attention. So see how I'm moving this? So essentially, when you have your mouse, I use the mouse and keyboard because it's a lot easier. So if you use your mouse keyboard, you hit the shift button and then you hover over one of these icons and then you click it and you can move it around. That's basically what XI UI does. Like I said, all these icons down here at the bottom, same thing. Oh, whoops. I appreciate the call out. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? I wish it would automatically do it, but it does not, unfortunately. Oh. No. There we go. Let's do it, mess it up. There we go. Appreciate the call out. Appreciate that. It's going to be streaming for who knows how long with y'all looking at nothing. Appreciate that, Joel. And Obi. Appreciate that as well. All right. All right, so I gotta go up top. I think I gotta talk to Sid, Mr. Teeth, as I call him. If he's Mr. Teeth. Good old Sid. Yeah, good old Bastock. Mr. Oh, dang it. I was gonna make it. All right. Mr. Chin and Grin himself. All right, let me see. I got a best. Talk to Pot, whatever his name is. Pat Pot. Constantly. All right. All right, so we go here, talk to the consulate for Windurst. And I think it's, yep, right here. Okay, where is it? Pat Pot, where you at? Where you at, man? There he is. Okay. See that neck of the woods. All right. So I think once we talk to him and talk to somebody else, we're going to be doing a big boss fight. Lincoln's going to be being my 5-0. But my 5-0 for me. Help me out with Beastmaster. So he'd be all right and take it out. I mean, I'll do a little work here and there. I'll do a little work. If I remember the fight correctly, I think we got to take out a seer and something else. A dragon, I think it was. And we go from there. Let me double check. Duplicitous at the industry side. Okay. Alright. Hello, Christina. Did I start on Horizon? No, I've been on Horizon for a little while. Oh. Wait, is this right? I've been on Horizon for a little while. Oh, here we are. About a few months. Been trying to get back into it here and there. Like I said, I've been having that nostalgia vibes lately. I've been just wanting to play a little Final Fantasy here and there. Let's see, what does this say over there? Change aspect. Oh yes, the aspect ratio. Fix my stream on Twitch. Oh, I got you, Eric. Appreciate that. Is this? Oh, just made it. Nice. Nice. Oh, wait. Was I supposed to talk to somebody else? Hold on. Oh, yep. Yeah, League's over here just leading me, and I'm just like looking back, like, where I gotta go? All right, so let's see. Okay. Alright, and then from Grom, now we travel through the Plabro Mines into the Wangroon Shrine. Oh, damn. Oop. Oh, he's buying him some food, probably. Yeah, I'll wait on him. I'll wait on him. Alright. Yep, rank 3, so that way I can outpost from Juno so I don't have to do as much running around on the Chocobo. Get a couple of extra buys to help. Let me see. Let me shout out here. Oh, let me get off this before it takes me back up and down.
Incoming tell.
All right, Benj. I'll send you an invite. I appreciate that. I think it's Hap. Is what it's called. Let me see, Benj. Let me add you. There he is. Appreciate the help. All right, so we got there. All right, Joe, welcome in. There you go. Oh, what class did you pick?
You're being talked about.
Oh. Black Mage? I got you. I got you. Okay. All right. Now, Joe, I don't remember. Had you played 11 before? I can't remember who said they played and who did and who's trying to learn and whatnot. Taru. No, actually, no. Hold on now. Taru's any type of mage job as a Taru is like, I mean, it's perfectly fine. Like Taru mage jobs are pretty okay. I mean, they're perfectly fine. Highest MP in the game, highest int, all that stuff. Oh, I got you. All right, Joe. Yeah. Hey, Joel, like I said, good. Hey, welcome in. Like I said, good luck with it. Obi is right on it. Screen is so small. What you mean? Oh, did you change, Joel? Did you change your aspect ratio? Because if you don't change it, it is going to be tiny. You got to change your aspect ratio. Yeah, because that's why it's tiny. That you got to change that. Especially depending on what monitor and all that stuff you're on. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head over to Lateral Mines. Then we should be good. Got a Beastmaster and I think it was a Thief? Oh, I guess I already had the maps. Thought. That's fine. Okay. So we run there. I think. Let me see. Let me double check something real quick. Because how did this fight go again? I think we sleep the dragon. I'll sleep the dragon. Yeah, because I got to sleep the dragon, and then we could take out the seeker or the seer or whatever his damn name is. Bastock. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Sleep dragon, kill the eye. Yep. The one and this is a little bit. I know that the Horizon team is going to do this, but when they add adventuring fellows, for anybody that remembers what they were like, I hope they at least let you add 2 of them rather than just the one. Reason being is because I think it would make for trio content, but like the BCN, not the BCNMs, just so you can at least do it. Because duo BCNM, unless you're Beastmaster, of course. BCNM is a trio type of, boss fight, so, or event fight, or however you want to word it. So at the very least, at least you have to have one extra person. Like I said, I'm not saying Adventuring Fellows to replace a person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying for certain content, having an Adventuring Fellow. Yes, you can use fellows. You can use fellows. So, if I remember correctly, Obi, Adventuring Fellows was like the post, like, testing phase of trusts. And Adventuring Fellows was meant to be basically your wingman in the game when you just needed to do some content, needed a level to where they realized that it's painful to do it solo, so they at least gave you that in case you couldn't get a party or you couldn't do XYZ. So Adventuring Fellows was kind of like the little fill-in, right? And you could do the content just like you can with Trust and Retail with the Adventuring Fellows, but the Adventuring Fellows, of course, you could customize them, right? They felt a little bit more personal rather than just grabbing an NPC and just slapping and pasting them into the party, right? So I'm hoping that they at least let you have 2 Adventuring Fellows at the same time out, so that way you can at least do the trio type of event like BCNMs. So you can, make it somewhat feasible, right? Just a little feasible. But again, like I said, I don't want to do or suggest Adventuring Fellows to replace any players. That's not where I'm going with it. Because even though hardcore, nostalgia vibes, all that stuff is fine. There were some times where it's like you just couldn't get nobody, and you just had to just rock with what you had. Oh, also too, they did say, this is a little bit for anybody that's watched the live dev feeds or anything like that. So here in North Gettysburg, that space, that black line, that's where Dratchen Fall is. They're talking about possibly adding a elevator, so you don't have to run all the way around to get from the upper floor to the bottom floor. I don't know if they're gonna add that anytime soon, but they said that they're thinking about adding that because that is kind of annoying to have to run from one zone to the next zone to the next zone to get around. So hopefully they will add that as well. Just a little quality of life, little sprinkles here and there that just makes it a little bit better. That you can be like, oh, thank goodness. Because that is annoying, having to run all the way around just to go from the top floor to the bottom floor to go to either Harbor Mines or to have to go to Constant Highlands. Oh wait, we got 2 Beastmasters? What? Word? Wait. Oh, you both Beastmasters. Okay. I was like, wait. Because I saw the flea. He's a Beastmaster thief. Alright, so go ahead and run through here. Let's see. Okay, I think there was an NM out here. a plant M&M or something like that. Dropped this earring that you could pick up that was 100% drop rate. That was just, it was nice. I think it gave you like a defense point and something else. Like I need to put on some earrings. I ain't got no earrings. I got all this stuff here, but no earrings. Yeah, Gilly has something. Oh, is it +1 accuracy? See, I remember some things. I got my brain meats firing off every once in a while. You just, oh damn! I thought that was him. Is that him? Damn. I thought I'd spot him. But yeah, you know, it was just like certain things you just remember. It was just like you did it so much and you stressed about it so much that it just stuck in your brain to where you remember it. Hey, CR. Let's see. So I play. I missed your comments, CR. I play on controller. I play with the Mamba controller. If you don't have your Mamba controller, I would say if you have the spare change to get you one. It ain't going. It is worthwhile. Trust me. Oh, is it? It was +1 accuracy. I thought it was. So is it +1 defense, +1 accuracy, or is it just +1 accuracy? Obi. So the Mamba controller is basically, it's an Xbox controller. It's got these little lights on it, whatnot. But what's nice about the Mamba controller essentially is that it's sturdy. It's very sturdy. I've had this for well over, I don't know, two years. Has not had one single issue. No stick drift. You can modify the controller to help with triggers and all that stuff on the back, like any of those, you know, specialty controllers you can get. They have this front pad on here that you can set up as well. So this screen here, you can change a whole bunch of button layouts and everything like that. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, Leaping Lizzie, drop those leaping boots, absolutely. Oh, you've been using the cord? Well, see, the Mamba is actually wireless. So if you have the wireless version, I have it plugged up all the time just because the controller ain't going nowhere. But if you get the Mamba, like I said, they also give you the wireless version, which has this dock. This dock, you can charge on it, and it basically is a wireless controller. It's pretty nice, like I said. And it had a single issue. Especially if you're on your third one, you probably done spent well over, what, 50, 60, 70 bucks? If you got the cheaper version PS controllers. Has lag when using macros? Yep, exactly that too. Has lag with it. This Mamba has no lag at any at all. Oh, you bought, so you done spent 180 bucks? 180 bucks on control? Man, look. What you doing over there? You bashing through the controllers, man. Them controllers ain't, I mean, the PS controllers ain't flimsy, but they ain't that, you know, breaking them. Whew. Uh-oh, I got stuck. I'm thinking, I don't know, also too, there's another thing as well. I think I'm gonna start a link shell just to kind of organize and keep track of everybody that's been helping me out and keeping in touch, because I don't know when Horizon team's gonna drop the friends list, because you can't do that yet. I don't know why they didn't have a friends list when they started the server, but okay, I guess. Let's see. So CR says, so I'm on the server, but can't for the life of me remember where to start the story. Okay, so what nation did you start with, CR? And then also to Obi as well. You're right. I mean, it's not bad on keyboard. It's just kind of, it's not a good flow to it. Well, the reason why I say where did he start at, because I was going to suggest to go to the wiki, not to like just brush you off, CR, but it'd probably be easier to follow the wiki part of it. Windurst? Okay. If you're in Windurst, then you talk to the gate guard, and there's some few missions with it, right? But to get kind of a walkthrough, like a hold your hand walkthrough, because if I explain it, it's a lot to explain, and it's kind of overwhelming a little bit because it lets you kind of memorize everything. If you go to horizonxi.com, their website, they have a wiki. If you can just pull up their wiki page and type in Windurst mission, it'll pull you right up to the page, and you can follow all the missions, all the quests that you need to look up. All that stuff is it's right there. It's literally right there. Actually, let me get that website real quick. It's horizonffxi.wiki. That is horizonffxi.wiki. And you go there, and it just like a wiki page. You can type in search bar everything you can think of or that may be in the game, essentially. Yeah, because like I said, the one thing, no problem, CR. So like I said, the one thing about her Final Fantasy 11 is there's a lot to it. It doesn't, roller coaster ride nobody, right? You if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna have to ask somebody, because it's not gonna point you necessarily in the right direct, or so to say, it's not gonna point you in the right direction. It doesn't basically hold your hand to the next location to basically do the quests or missions, right? The items you need to trade, all that stuff. It's not gonna it's not gonna do that. So that's what one of the frustration for a lot of OG players back then was, is certain items, if you didn't know what to, use, you were lost. Whoops, I didn't mean to kneel. I didn't mean to kneel. Oh, let's go. Came out in the PS2. No, I got you. No, I got you. Oop, oop. Obi's is looking at me. Something happened. Alright, old quad halves and all that stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, listen. Some people just, and you know what? Some people haven't played since then, and they still have just memories, nostalgia, all that stuff of the game. Tell you all that. Hey, what's up, Beard? Welcome back. 4.1 yet? No, I'm just now doing the 2.3 for the Juno outpost warps and stuff. I got some of the community helping me out though, so it's all good. Foopy, why do you have this earring for 5 million? Why is that 5 million? Oh, and this person's doing the thing. Okay. Had to get that 40 gig hard. I'm not. Oh, okay. You talking about the internet adapter for yeah. I got you, CR. Hey, what's going on, John? Yeah, I mean, I mean to say it was on you. You're already in here. I get that it's super hard to get. I understand that completely. Why is it that you have a 519 and then a 5 million? Like, oh, that's because, never mind. I thought it was the same earring. No, the one's the magic attack bonus. I thought it was the same. I was like, why? Navio and Navia. That's why. I was like, wait, what? No, I got it. Net 1500. All right, Beard, no worries. Remember, it's like $100. Yeah, no, I definitely get it. No, you're right, Obi. No, you're definitely right. So, why did Paradox? I guess they're. Oh wow, it's $1 million. All right, we. Let's see if we're ready here. Binge. Oh, Goblin armor, double mess. Okay. With type 6 used by Lincoln. What? Unknown action 52 with type 6 used. I don't know what that means. All right, no worries there. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan, Link. There's Bearded. Hey, you know what? For everybody that's in here, I'm gonna create a link shell. If you guys want to join it, if you got the, because I know they only let you use two link shells. I'm gonna create a link shell because. All right, CR, you have a good night. I'm gonna create a link shell because I all your names I was writing down, some of them, but it's like at this point, until they get a friends list or something, it's just be easy to keep track. It just be easy to keep track because. Because I'm like, okay, who did I speak to? I don't remember speaking to some people. But yeah, you have a good night, CR. But yeah, let me see, Bearded. I'm gonna write that down, Bearded. Let's see, what does it say? Beard. Deaded, alright. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Just slap it with the stick, huh? Just slap it with the metal stick. I got you. Oh. All right. Just stripped naked. All right, where's my sleep? There it is. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. There we go. Are we good? Oh, whoa. Where's Benj? We're All right, I'm just sleeping it.
Your skill has increased.
There. I do that. Oh! It ported me. It keeps porting me. There we go. All right. Uh-oh. It didn't like that, huh? Put it to sleep and it ain't like that. Let me get the Vitality. Get that down there. If I can even land these abilities, because it might not work.
Your skill has increased.
There we go. Let's try choke again. There we go. Oh, damn.
Your skill has increased.
Oh, damn. Double damn. Oh, double damn. This ain't good.
Your skill has increased.
Oh, there's a player wipe. No. Oh, damn. We out.
Your skill has increased.
Damn. There's a 43 jug. Yup. That's a wipe, man. You have regular? Alright, oh, damn. Where's my home point? Yeah, it's 25. It's a 25 cap. That's right, Benj. I think my home point is... I hope it's not Juno. I think it is Juno. Oh, it'll kick us out? Okay. Maybe. I don't know. All right, Joel, you have a good rest of your night. Appreciate you for stopping by, hanging out in the stream. Hey, no worries, Benj. I'm just trying to think. I want to wait. I don't think we should wait 25 minutes to be booted out and then return. Because 25 minutes is a long time. I'm just trying to think. Oh, it's 5 minutes? Oh, okay. I was like, oh, man. I don't... 5 minutes? All right. All right, then. 5 minutes. It's usually like 3 minutes. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I should have probably hit it with the paralyzed, but I didn't realize that it was gonna whoop the sheep that fast. It's like it was to beat it down quick. Hope is right. Yeah. If not, I mean it's all good. Like I said, it's all good if not. Yeah, but some of those beast white men, white men. Man, it is getting late, man. I'm sitting here. Ugh. I think some of those beast white mages were AFK because I think 2 of them were selling items. I don't know. I don't know why, but they were just standing there selling items. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh. No. Oh, he didn't let you call another sheep? Huh. That's weird. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna pick us up. Yeah, they're both. Like I said, I think 2 of them are just standing there. Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. Are there gonna be some fine gentlemen raises? 23 for a jug. I think it's 23. I think is the sheep, but I think yeah, I don't know if it restricts you to just one or not. I think he's gonna raise us. Vitaro. The Is he gonna do it? Maybe. It's maybe. I guess he thought about it and he changed his mind. Well, that's unfortunate. And we're just kind of at the mercy. That was a tease. All right, appreciate it. Asking him. All right. But yeah, it is late. Like it's 1 in the morning. Ugh. I ain't done a one in the morning stream in a hot minute. Hot minute. I don't think I've ever done it, honestly. But it's all good though. I appreciate it for you guys hanging out though to this late. Because I understand it is the week and some people got jobs and everything else to do. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all hanging out and chilling with me in the stream though. Regardless of that. Let me see. You too old for this? Hey, man. Like I said, look at all these Beastmasters. Goodness. Hey, there. It's true. But I mean, that's like I said. But, all right, what would you rather be doing? Let's put it that way. You know, well, no, I should actually let me rephrase that. There are other things that could be doing that we would rather not be doing, right? Than this. I'll put it that way. Put it that way. All right. And then, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, listen, I watch streams from time to time myself. Sometimes you just want to watch something. So sometimes you don't want to be watching Netflix. You don't really want to be watching the shows. You just want to hang out with some like-minded fellow stream Final Fantasy enjoyers and hang out and talk shop. You know. Sometimes that's just what you know, there's nothing wrong with it. At least you're not watching an IRL stream. Let's put it that way. Because I don't know how people watch those. I, for the life of me, I don't know how people watch those. They'll sit there and they'll watch those, and they'll have thousands of viewers watching people in a club talking, and it's like, what? It's like, what? Watch drama real time. That's what entertainment is. Watching drama in real time. That's what they think entertainment is right now. Is that, and that's weird. That's real weird. Watching some, I'm good. I'm good on that. I don't know how they get thousands of views. I really don't. I don't. It's like, okay, I guess. Running Man all over again. So that's the thing. People that stream while they're at work, right? I guess it depends on what business you're working for. But being that people, I'm sure companies and businesses have also been aware of what's going on social media. How is it that your HR team doesn't look at what you do online? Like, some of the people literally will have the camera looking at them while, like you said, while they're working or they're conducting business. And it's like, isn't that like a violation of some kind? Like, you're taking care of actual like work, and you're the camera looking directly at you, and like nobody sees this camera. Nobody, nobody. It is just completely oblivious to it. Like how? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'll see some office jobs maybe. Like I think I was scrolling through and there was a bank teller, and I was like, I guess. But even then, you're having account numbers be talked about. People are on the phone. Like, none of that stuff isn't a violation for the company, the bank, the business. Like, you talking about people's personal information. Like, how are you streaming that? That makes no sense to me. And your HR team and doesn't like watch you online. I mean, I guess they could use a fake name or something, and no one could ever know it was them. But I think if you got found out that you were streaming while on the job, you're immediately gone. Like, what are you doing? So I don't know if it's this risque type of IRL trend going on. I have no clue. But it's just, to me, it's just when you're streaming on the job, that's weird. Unless you work at SeaWorld or something, then I guess. I mean, it's free, you know, free entertainment, I guess, at that point. But I can't imagine why people are doing it. Oh, we're waiting for the raise, brother. Oh yeah, that's right. No, I take it back. Lycan's a white mage. I forgot. I forgot. He's a white mage, and he's uh, weakened because of his death. And I think one thing about it as well. I'm a. This isn't against any of the jobs. Do you think Beastmaster is overly tuned? Because I feel like Beastmaster is a fantastic job, but I feel like it's in this weird space to where it's overtuned for it's overtuned for certain content, but I haven't seen anyone like really like Beastmaster at Endgame since Rebase. No, well, and that's what I was saying. Like, since Rebase, people don't use Beastmaster for Endgame, and I haven't gotten to Endgame yet to really know why. I just listen to what people have been saying. I don't know why Beastmaster just doesn't work. Right, it's an option for people to solo is why they do Beastmaster. I'm just saying for like in-game content and parties. Like, why does it fall off? Waiting on parties. Okay, I got you. I got you, Eric. I'm just talking about like for like you're a full Beastmaster sub, whichever. Not fast enough DPS. Okay, not fast enough DPS. Okay, for farming money. But if it okay, it's not fast DPS. DPS skill gear skill levels. Okay. Let's see. I got you. Hey Lester, welcome in. Well, that was kind of that's kind of my question because like at in game Beastmaster they say it's not high DPS, but isn't Beastmaster meant to be kind of like a secondary tank in that sense? Like Beastmaster's meant to like pull excess not excess, but kind of be like the backup tank in a sense. Like I don't see Beastmaster as DPS. I never really saw Beastmaster as this is all solo. B-Day is TOS. My pet tanks. Okay. Okay, Lesser. Or Laser. I got you. Hmm. Hey, no worries, Laser. No, I guess for me, I always wondered why Beastmaster, even though it's a great solo and farming job, just falls off at in game. Because I've never played Beastmaster in game, so I just wondered why it is that way. Because it's like, if you have, if you have two things in lockdown at in game, it should only get better, right? Let's see, complete cure pets every so often. There's also the Vogue. Okay, I got you. Huh. Well, I guess that's why. Or just out DPS. I got you, Obi. Beast all day. I got you. Hmm. Wasn't repair dependent, but when pup long beast, but they are BCM studs. I got you. I got you, John. Go making class. Well, I mean that. I guess the reason I bring it up is because when Treasures comes out, they're talking about Puppet Master coming out, and they're talking about reworking Puppet Master to make the AI better. So I'm like, is Puppet Master going to be like the new Beast Master? Question mark? Because they're talking about reworking the AI. They're talking about making the maneuvers a lot more feasible to switch between. They're talking about a whole revamp for Puppet Master. So I'm like, oh, hold on now. Like, wait a minute now. You're overtuning. They already talked about all the work they gonna put in on Puppet Master. So I'm like, oh boy. They sound like they about to put in some work on that job, and I'm like, I hope they don't overtune it too much, where it just replaces the Beastmaster. Because that's what it sounded like. And I dropped again. I dropped again. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can't. I can't really switch my FPS. I can't switch my FPS. I got to keep that in mind, or do what Joel said, is change my FPS on my stream. I didn't realize that it was gonna cause issues, but I switched it back, so I don't know why it dropped me again. But okay, all right. Well, to be fair, Puppet Master was. Wait, I gotta wait a little bit. Puppet Master was my first actual max level job when I played on retail. That was, I don't know. I guess for me, I think Puppet Master, just the aesthetic and the fact that you had a more customizable character is why I gravitated to it so much. Yeah, I'm coming back, John. It, like I said, I shouldn't have switched the FPS. Once I did that, it just completely screwed my ass. It's completely, because I was streaming for like an hour and a half and had no issues. And as soon as I changed that FPS, it completely screwed me. I should have left that FPS alone. Obi. Oh, I got you, Obi. So essentially,
Incoming party invite.
so essentially with Puppet Master, it's almost like, what's the word? Imagine a pet that is whatever, and it depends on what you customize the puppet as, right? Imagine having a pet that is basically a controllable version of White Mage, Black Mage, or Paladin, or Warrior in this case, or Ranger, right? But the thing is all the attachments it increases its DPS and utility and all that XYZ stuff. Let me go when you guys are ready. Beginner's max. hey, it was quick. It was just a quick click. That's why I tapped it. But no, think of it like one of those jobs. Think of you being able to control a player, right? That is one of those jobs, and you can customize the DPS, the defense, the attack speed, all that stuff, right? The only difference is the maneuvers. Think of the maneuvers as your abilities, your job abilities, essentially. So if you want to, when you're using abilities, you got to keep in mind that you have, of course, heat limit, right? And so the maneuvers you use, your job abilities, builds up the heat. So you have to manage that and not just spam, keep spamming abilities, right? That's kind of what the confusing part was, is because those attachments that you put into the Puppet Master, or not the Puppet Master, but into the puppet, have certain thresholds that adds to that heat. Yeah, I guess that is true, Laser. That is true. The first trust before trustworthy thing. But essentially, all your attachments have a certain activation of heat. And so some certain attachments adds more, certain attachments cool it off more. It just depends on what attachments you have. But it's really like a chess, not checkers kind of thing when you're playing Puppet Master, essentially. And that's where a lot of people fall off, because it's like, well, I don't want to click all these buttons. But for some reason they have macros, and people use macros for other things, but not Puppet Master. I don't know why. I just, I don't know. You could just make a macro and do it. But okay, so So they hold inventory slots, yes, but when you put them in the puppet, it doesn't. They only hold inventory slots when you put them, because your puppet has inventory slots. The Rivers took out the ability to bring in the sheep. Oh, it did. Wow. I did not know it took out the ability to bring in a sheep. Yeah. It should. What do we do? Oh, 2 million on call beast? Okay. I was like, uh-oh. But essentially, that is kind of what it is. Is that the puppet has an inventory. It just, you can't, you have to just be mindful of that part of it, right? But you can only put puppet attachments in it. You can't just like put anything in, any crap in the puppet. It doesn't work that way. Hey, no worries, Lincoln. But now, again, Obi, like I said, I don't know what changes they're making, because they said they're planning on doing a whole bunch of stuff for Puppet Master, Blue Mage, and Corsair. So I don't know how deep into the rearranging they're going to get. I don't know if they're going to make it just little quality of life changes, but it didn't sound like that from the dev stream that they had, drinking with the devs. They didn't sound like they were just going to do little tiny changes here and there. You can't relapse. What do you mean relapse? Laser, what do you mean relapse? What? What do you mean relapse? Yeah, Blue, again, like I said, Puppet Master was my first master job, and then after that was Blue Mage, and then after that was Monk. It's just, it's digital crack, man. 5 fast 7 limit. I gotta get on, man. I gotta get my items, man. He said it's digital crack. I gotta get on the game, man. Oh. On tour. Hey, like I said, depending on what they do, I'm probably going to do Puppet Master first and then Blue Mage, but I don't know. The only reason hold on, are we sleeping? Send it. All right, hold on, let me pop abilities. And I'm gonna seal.
Your skill has increased.
Go to sleep. Whoa. The other thing is that just depending on what they plan on doing. Let me hit it with a paralyze here. Just depending on what they do with the jobs.
Your skill has increased.
It didn't stick. Let me teach you this then. All right. Depending on what changes they make to the jobs that they said that they were going to add. Dang, it's not sticking. Should elemental seal paralyze this fool. Well, that worked. I may be tempted to do Blue Mage first and then Puppet Master. It just really depends. And the reason why I say that, I can't paralyze this dude. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all helping me out with this. Really do. The reason why is because the attachments for Puppet Master in retail, you could buy all those, right, from the NPCs. But I don't know when Tau is dropping for Horizon. I don't know. Hopefully soon. I know they said this year, but they ain't specify because they don't want to lock into a date. But back to what I was saying about the Puppet Master, they did say that you are not going to be able to buy the attachments for Puppet Master. You're going to have to farm them. So depending on how crazy they make the farming for those attachments, I may end up going to Blue Mage, because if I have to go to Tau and farm them in that area, it's going to be rough. It's going to be very rough. Yeah. So if you have to farm all the Puppet Master attachments for the automaton, I was gonna go Blue Mage. I'm gonna go Blue Mage, and I'm gonna just stick with Blue Mage for a while. I would believe Blue Mage is gonna be able to do all the stuff that it did in retail, tank, heal, all that stuff. All right. I appreciate you for helping me out. Oh man, I just had a weird just brain fart. I appreciate you liking Benj for helping me out, or Joel, Eric. I don't even know which name to use. For helping me out with this mission, so I can get this sucker over with, so I can at least outpost Wart from Juno, because that's gonna speed up a lot of travel and time. That definitely is. Let's see. I think wait. Do I get access? All right. I thought I did. It's fine. Oh no, we good. Oh no, we not good. Oh, they're 15? Wow. I thought they were lower than that. Oh no, that's right. We're in the upper level. That's right, we're in the upper level. I thought we dropped down to the bottom one. But yeah, since you have to farm for those, it's just one guy. That would have been fine. But since you had to farm those attachments, that's what I was kind of not wanting to hear. Because I'm like, oh no, now you got people gonna have to farm for the attachments, and it's basically gonna be another layer for people to have to farm to get stuff, to get the So we'll see what happens. Spawn fighting. Oh, whoops. Let me hit the there we go. So we'll see. Like I said, when they drop Tau. Well, that's the thing. Are they going to make them rare exclusive, or are they going to make them exclusive only? Because they haven't said that either. They have now. Because if they, whoa, that's a first. It never really kicks me out this. Oh, okay. I guess. They're gonna make them sellable, man. But think about it. If they make them sellable, right? Summoner summons. I mean, that could be a possibility. But again, if they make Puppet Master attachments sellable, it's gonna. Here's the reason why I don't think that's a good idea. And this is why I'm gonna say I don't think it's a good idea that they make them sellable. The reason being is because one of the things that holds up the economy in Horizon, or at least in retail, in my opinion, is the fact that a lot of the items that you get, because of the price, only whales and people with deep pockets can pay for the stuff, right? So your barrier to entry for new players is now up here. Like, yeah, you have to learn the game, but you can't. You don't have the money to be a puppet master, right? You don't have, so you're not going to be playing it. You don't have the money, just like you don't have the money to really be a mage. Shout out to Joel. I know he said black mage, and there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know what, like I said, for farming black mage spells and buying black mage spells, it might be a little rough for somebody that's starting out playing black mage, right? Unless you know how to farm gil, it's going to be rough, right? So again, for new players who may like Puppet Master and the aesthetic, I think it kind of sucks. No, it's definitely, no, you're right, Ant-Man. It's definitely easier. I'm just saying for a new player, right? For a player that's just starting out, having to farm that gil, if they want to play the job, they have to now farm. They have like these levels and these barriers, right? And it gets higher and higher, right? So they're going to be almost forced to play a certain job until they get the gil, and that kind of may kill the experience for them, because I know some players had to be forced because I've had some people that were interested in playing, and they said they didn't like their experience because they were forced to play a job they didn't really like. Now, does that mean that that was just them and they just one off? Possibly, but I instructed them that, you know, the easiest thing to do is to start with warrior or monk, because it doesn't really have a gillick requirement, or farm the attachment. I mean, even then, you can have LS members help you, but again, that's where, like I said, you have to have the person be able to talk to people and get into a link shell, and if you, and anybody in here is vets and OGs. Sometimes people ain't got the time to be farming your attachments, right? So then you're just waiting on people. So again, like I said, it's these barriers that you're kind of presenting when you make these changes or specific alterations like that, because now you're just adding more to it. And again, like I said, I'm not saying not to do all that. Beast, I'm not saying that doing the beast is fine. I'm just saying, if somebody doesn't want to do that, right? You're forced to get Beastmaster. you're forced in a way. Hey, Ant-Man, I appreciate the follow. That's my only thing. If you force a player to do something that they may not necessarily want to do, and it's not a matter of just learning the mechanics in the game, like, no, it's the only way to do something, you're kind of forcing them into a bottleneck, and that can kind of throw off some people. You know, that's my take on it. Hey, Benj, I appreciate. I don't know if you're still in the chat here, but I do appreciate your help with the quest, or the mission, I should say. Appreciate that. And Retrax, I think I'm saying that right. I appreciate the follow. Appreciate that. But you're bit. All right, cool. Okay, I'm Gataru. I'm trying to. I'm trying to understand what you're telling me. Yes, advanced jobs do cost gil. No, on retail, Puppet Master gear can be bought from NPCs. Rather than on Horizon, they're talking about all the Puppet Master attachments that you get for the automaton have to be farmed. They're thinking about making it, you have to farm them. You can't buy them. So you have this higher barrier to entry. Yes, it's an advanced job, but getting to to the point to where if you're starting off, you're forcing players into a bottleneck to where if you're new or you don't have a lot of money, you have to now essentially, I was reading like a chat. You have to essentially either play warrior or monk, maybe thief, maybe if you're feeling spicy, right? And you have to level that up and deal with playing that job that you may not really like to eventually get to play an advanced job, right? Forcing somebody to do that to me, I don't think is a good idea for certain players because they may fall off. That's that again. That's all I'm saying. Right? That's all. That's my whole take on it. So I would say if the attachments are farmable, they have to be farmed. That's fine. I just think that they need to either be exclusive rather than sellable. And hey, Obi, I get you, but a lot of people may not like Warrior. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Pause. How much? Hold on, let me look this woman in her face. I know she didn't say 2,000. No, we're walking. Walk. No, I'm kidding. But that's crazy. 2,000. I know you good. You good. Like I'm just poking fun, but I ain't realized. Jeez, 2,000. 2,000. My golly. Go to where you say it should be sellable. I mean, all right, Eric. I'll send you a link, Pearl Man. I think you can send them in the mail, right? Here, let me write down. Hold on, let me write down your name. Hold on. Okay. Binge. Hold on. Let me remember who I was. I gotta remember everybody's name. Hold on, Binge, so I can mail this stuff. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, Binge. Okay. Binge and then Lincoln. Okay. It was at 6K on Sunday? Jeez. 6K? Golly. And like I said, but here's the thing. Here's the thing though. With that thing about farming, okay? You're forcing people to play Beastmaster, which is perfectly like the job is fine. But to do anything, you're almost having that same notion of having to play a job to do a thing to do a thing. You see what I'm saying? You're forcing them to do that, and they may not enjoy. Just like the Warrior, some people may not like Warrior. Some people may just want to be a mage, right? And so you're forcing people to play Beastmaster, and then also too, like they were saying before. No, I get it. No, I get it to be the reality, Obi. I'm just saying, just like we were saying earlier, that Beastmaster's not really viable in-game. So all the effort you put into this job to be a farm bot, but you're a farm bot. You're essentially a Beastmaster farm bot. Like once you get Beastmaster to max level, that's all you do with it. You don't do any in-game content. You don't do nothing else because you farm it. All right, Godfrey. Can always do thief. I mean, true. You can always do thief. A new age gamer. All right. Isn't new age though? Isn't new age? Isn't new age got through? Like honestly. Get a silver spoon. All right. So saying that, well, of course it requires work. Nobody's discrediting the work you put in, Gataru. Nobody's saying that. What I'm saying is that you're having people either do one or two things to get to another level. Yeah, work hard for your money is true too. Think it was part of the game design. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, like I said, if you're and here's the thing, you're saying new age gamer. I'm not saying new age gamer. What I'm saying is for people that want to get into the game. If you make the barrier to entry, or not the barrier to entry, that's not the right way of putting it. If you make it to where new players are, they have to put in even more work as they're learning the game. People that have already played this back in the early days, in 2000, all this stuff, they've already accepted, they've already adapted to that mentality of how much work needs to be put into to the 11. We've already established that. But if you're talking about a person that's never really played 11 or gotten into 11, or better yet, hasn't had any friend groups that have been able to play with them to get into 11, right? They're almost tossed to the wind, or they have to figure out who to talk to get into the game. And so I'm talking about it from that perspective. Like, if you keep raising the bar for just the jobs, I'm not even talking about in-game stuff, I'm not talking about anything else, I'm just talking about the jobs themselves. So let's see. Let's take your argument. Okay, we take your argument. Okay, try playing EQ without even having learned it. All right. And so, and then Eric's talking about the EQ, man. Like, there's this prime example. EQ without ever having learned how you're lost. How is low-level pup going to get attachments? Okay, so this is how this is going to spread. You know, this is why I meant that. Hold on, Eric, what's going on? This say, but that's how it was in old school. You had to figure shit out. Yeah, you had to figure shit out, and that's fine. But I'm saying again, if a new player is saying, "Hey, I like this job. I want to go play this job." Well, you can't play this job until 20,000 steps. What? What? Hold on. But anyway, back to Gataru. Listen. First of all, we don't know how you're going to farm these attachments. We don't know if they're going to be by NMs. We don't know if they're going to be by regular mobs, like spells. We don't know if they're going to be spread out throughout the entirety of the actual game to where attachments can be earned from players that are in the starter zones, like Winders. We don't know where the attachments are going to drop from, right? So if they drop from regular mobs, they may just add that to the loot pool, and you just may end up getting them just by fighting regular mobs as you level up as a puppet master or what have you, right? That's one. Because just like Blue Mage, you can learn all the Blue Mage spells from level 1 mobs. You don't have to go to level 30 zone to learn blue mage spells. It's the same kind of mentality, right? Level 1 blue mage is going to start learning stuff and over time. So that's the first thing. They may end up dropping them from, and again, I'm just giving an example. I'm just giving an example because I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna drop them from. Yes, blue mage is completely different, but when you're saying that, what is a puppet master gonna do in the starter zones? That's why I gave that example, because they may end up adding that to the game. They haven't specified how you're gonna get these attachments. That's all I'm saying. So they may add that to this private server to where you can get these attachments from starter zone area mobs. You may not have to go to Tau, right? That's all I'm just saying as an example. I don't know what they're going to do with it or not. I'm just making an example, right? So with that being said, that's one option, okay? The second option is that, let's just say they keep it all to Tau zones, okay? No, I'm not saying... No. I'm not saying put Tau mobs into the starter zones. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying add the attachments to the already existing mobs in these areas. Add the Puppet Master attachments to those mobs. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying change the mob zones. So that's clarify that again. I'm not bleeding Tau mobs, and that'd be weird. You're right. That'd be unrealistic. That'd be weird. No, that's not. How is that? Okay, how is that weird? How is that weird? Yeah, that's all I'm saying is add the attachments to the loot pool. I'm not saying add the mobs to the areas. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is an option. Which magically change. Thank you, John. Cardians are basically automatons. Like, what do you mean? These things are automatons. You go to Windurst and you kill 2 of these. You kill the 9 of diamonds, and it drops in a Puppet Master attachment. Like, what's odd about that? Like, I don't understand. What? Like, I don't understand. Like, that's not crazy. The orc launchers, whatever you call those catapult things, they drop Puppet Master attachment. Like, you don't have to make all the mobs drop the attachments. I'm just saying specific mobs that make sense to drop the attachments. I'm not. A rabbit's not probably gonna drop an attachment. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting every mob in the game in the starter zones drops a Puppet Master attachment. I'm just saying the Cardians drop one. The orc launchers drop one. Like, things like that. You know, that's what I'm talking about. That's just an option. Like I said, it can be planned out better. It can be figured out better. You know, we're just talking shop. That's all we're doing is talking shop, right? That's one option. The second option is, like I said, they could probably have them from the high-level mobs, right? The difficulty of getting rank 3. Oh, finally. The difficulty with making all the attachments only droppable from high-level mobs. Appreciate it, Obi. means that if they have the same number of attachments, right, that they had in retail, is I don't know if you remember all the attachments, how many mobs are going to be stuffed jam packed with these attachments? Because they're going to create new mobs. Like, I know they created new zones with other mobs for higher level players in certain zones, but hey, I appreciate the follow, Matt. I appreciate that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to create new mobs for just specifically Puppet Master attachments. Like, I mean, it's not completely crazy to think that. I mean, they probably could, but they have to think of all of those attachments. What mob? They're only going to drop from one boss or one NM, or you know what I'm saying? You have to spread that out just a little bit. Like, you can't just have 10 mobs have all the Puppet Master attachments. Or unless you put them in chests or something, but I don't think they're going to do that either, where you have to farm them. So you have to think about what you're asking in terms of difficulty, one, and something that's feasibly able to be added into the game that's not like completely going off of the rails. When you say make it like retail, what do you mean? And again, Obi, they could add it to the pools too. I'm not saying that they would. I'm sure they would add the high quality ones, the powerful ones to the BCNM pool. That's fine. All I'm saying is that you have to make sure that you kind of sprinkle a little bit of the low tier attachments to the low tier mobs. Like, you don't want to get a Fire 1 attachment from a BCNM. What do you mean? You want to add a level 1 fire attachment to a BCNM and waste your resources on farming that thing? Like, I'd flip out. I'd be like, well, forget this. I'd waste my time. This to being added to the loot pool and sharing the percentages of the loot pool for an item that's completely useless at high levels. So again, that's why I'm saying, like, low level mobs can drop these. Like, you can just stick it into the loot pool of these low level mobs, the Cardians, the orc launchers, the quadavs. They have those what do you call them damn things? The quadavs. I can't think of what those things. The damn bird people. They have those totem things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can add, they have automaton mobs. You just add the attachments to them. The Gygudo, thank you. You just add that to the loot pool. It's not hard. It's really not hard. Especially if you have to only be able to farm these, you can't buy them. So those attachments can be sold, those cheap, low level ones, sure. I'm just saying that by doing that, the high tier ones, unless they only put the high tier ones in BCNM, are going to be farmed if they're from a mob. So you're going to have another Leapin' Lizzie situation over in Tau. And the reason, that's why I'm bringing up my whole point, Obi, and that's why I was talking to Gatura about it. If why are we going to a high tier level zone to farm baby attachments if you can't just buy the baby attachments from the NPC? You get what I'm saying? Because you're diluting the loot pool now with junk. You're deleting the loot pool with junk. Nobody wants to go to Tau and farm level 50 plus mobs for an attachment that's only worthwhile at level 10 to 15. That's all. That's all I was getting about, and that's why it's made the first and my second point. That's all I had. That's all my thoughts were. It was, like I said, not ruffling no feathers. I just wanted to kind of get things in kind of perspective. So for lower level players, maybe they have a friend just like oh damn, I got kicked again. All right, I'm gonna end this point here, and I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. God damn. Uh, see, how can mobs drop attachments for a job that doesn't exist there all of a sudden? Okay, you're saying that. Hold on, let me start with Gataru. You're saying that how do mobs drop attachments for mobs that for a job that doesn't exist there all of a sudden? Okay. You can say the same thing for any like you're basically restricting. What about dice rolls for Corsair? I don't know if we're not going to get besieged, Obi. I don't know. I have no clue. But like, what do you? Why are all of a sudden do land and expansions? eh, I know that, but what I'm saying is if they've taken that approach with Puppet Master, maybe they'll take that same approach with Corsair. Like you, that's what I'm saying. You don't know. You don't. You don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Like that. Why is the attachments and the dice in this case? Why would it only be restricted to Tau? Why would for whatever reason, being that all these mobs just somehow they just have a ban, a tariff on on like import export. Like I mean, like what the mobs just decide no, you can't have any Tau attachments. Like why why is that a restriction? Okay, if you're talking about lore known to other areas, um, if you've played the expansions, there have been cross-dimensional time warping past and present like there's been so many like what do you mean? Like you're just like you're restricting the lore to the zone when we've had all the expansions of 11 have had complete back and forth time warping and all these other things that all of a sudden now they're being restrictive of zones. Hey Artios, yes, I'm a Horizon streamer for Horizon XI. Good, welcome in. I'm just I don't understand why all of a sudden they are restricting or going to restrict like why would they why? I know that. What I'm saying is that what gives you the lore accurate knowledge that the jobs that are in Tau didn't travel the world? Like what makes you believe that? And also too, like what makes you think that it's impossible for those drops to come from certain mobs when they've added certain and have taken away certain drops from mobs as well? See, the type is thought is junk. I mean, again, John, it could. I mean, again, I'm not on part of the dev team. I'm just saying it's not like mind blowing that they would just do what I said, what I had just said as an option for them to do, since they're make. Because again, if you make all the attachments strictly Tau. The problem that you run into is that you now have to dilute the loot pool with all the attachments Puppet Master has, because they got like 20 plus attachments. I don't even know how many of the attachments. They got a lot of attachments for Puppet Master, right? So you have to stick the attachments in some loot pool somewhere. Unless you're going to create new mobs or new zones or certain BCNMs. And again, I get that. Again, I didn't say that they shouldn't make them sellable. I said that it would probably make it difficult if they make them sellable because people are going to farm these attachments, rack up the price to where new players aren't going to be able to play the job. Then we jumped to a different topic when we said that the attachments should be farmed through some other means by not just being in Tau. So this is a different topic we're on. Hey, Obi, good night. Or no, John, hey, I appreciate time sticking in here, John. You have a good rest of your night, man. Like I said, sellable, I just think it would cause a new player difficulty. That's all I said. But then when we're talking about farming the attachments, I just said it may make it a little bit easier for the new player to be able to farm those low-level attachments from the new zones. That's it. You still have to farm the job. You still have to go to Tau to get the job. Go Taru. Go Taru. Go Taru. Look at me. Look at me. You're saying you don't think people are going to make the attachments crazy expensive if they are sellable. Leapin' Lizzie is a level 14 mob. Leapin' Lizzie is a level 14 mob. Now, granted, the boots are fantastic. They are selling those boots for over 200 and something K. Those boots, yes, they're top tier, but what I'm saying is those boots are not a end all be all. They're only used for low levels between, I think, probably, 7, obviously, when you can equip them, all the way up to like level 40. After that, they become a gear piece that you swap to do weapon skills with. So in and of itself, it's a nice and good, fantastic gear to have, but it's not a end all be all gear. Like you have to have this gear. For like Obi just said, strobe is going to be expensive. It's going to be crazy expensive because it's such a staple to have. Having flash on a low, having the ability to have something other than a paladin or white mage cast flash, like you realize how powerful that is, right? If you're doing hardcore content, you realize how powerful flash is. Like that's it. People are going to charge buku amounts of money for these attachments. They're gonna charge. Now, is it toxic? Maybe not toxic, but realistically, people are going to charge crazy amounts for these items, these attachments for Puppet Master. They're going to charge crazy amounts, especially depending on how difficult they are to farm, especially depending on where they need to be farmed and the drop rates for them. They're going to charge crazy amounts of money for it. And so again, that's where I'm saying like new players aren't going to be like viable to want to play Puppet Master because these items are super expensive or they have to be farmed from high level mobs. Yeah, they'll find a link shell. Yeah, they'll find some friends maybe. But I'm just talking about the general average person. Unless you're a vet that is able to know how to talk to people, you're not going to probably be grabbing those attachments like nothing. And there you go. Obi said that he's already got his LS already getting parties together to farm the attack. So There are gonna be people scavenging like hawks, like birds of prey for these attachments. You're you're not, man. People are gonna be but it's gonna be a little chaotic. I'm just gonna be honest. It's gonna be a little chaotic for these attachments. So if they drop them into those low level zones, those small little, I'm gonna just land my plane here, and I'm gonna be done because I'm going to bed. Hey Danny, what's going on? If they don't have some way of diluting or leveling the attachments out throughout the game, you're going to have a high level player base like Obi's LS going to Tau, farming up all these attachments, getting this monopoly going essentially. And they're just going to be ransacking the auction house with the attachments, especially for the powerful ones, the must have attachments. I don't know. Or I tell you what, middle ground, and I'm gonna leave it here, middle ground. They make the really important attachments rare and exclusive. They make all the rest of them that kind of not really that important, sellable. There you go. Middle ground. They just make the very excellent premium ones rare and exclusive. And then I guess that'd be problem solved. Yeah, we will see. We will see. We'll see, Gato. I'm just saying, it is just, you can't dilute the loot pool for the amount of attachments that's going to be coming out. That's all I'm saying. Most likely quest. I mean, that's probably true too, Doug. I mean, maybe they'll be quested. It'll be like basically like Drain. It's the only attachment in the game you can get per character. Maybe it's like that, where it's the only attachment you can quest for. You know, then there you go. You got your whatever attachment at this quest in Tau that you have to quest for. You know, that's another viable option. It's just, and I know I get on these roundabouts, and I'm not gonna keep anybody any longer. Let everybody go to bed. Another reason why I say bring it to low level areas, right? If you're a level, I don't think they're going to add level restrictions to the attachments, but certain attachments, if I remember correctly, in retail had level attached to them that you had to be a certain level. What is a level 1 puppet master? Where are they going to farm level and EXP in Tau? They have to go to the starter zones. So you get what I'm saying? Like they have to start the starter zones to start leveling. So why are they farming attachments in a high zone that they can't equip to go to a low zone to level? You get what I'm saying? It's one of those things. Like it's like, well, why am I jumping back and forth on the boat to do this? It's like getting more and more complicated. It's just like stacking and stacking and stacking. But that's just my rant. That's just my rant over the Puppet Master. Because like I said, I love Puppet Master. Puppet Master was my first main job. I love the Puppet Master. So that's why I just feel passionate about it. I mean, status level grant. And that may be true. That may be true, Nightwolf. No, and also too, Doug, the Horizon XI team said they're not going to make attachments sellable. Or not sellable. You can't purchase them from NPCs. You can't get attachments for Puppet Masters from NPCs. They already stated that. But hey, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I appreciate everybody for jumping in. I appreciate the likes, the love, the talking shop, having difference of opinion, perfectly fine in my chat. I welcome it all because I do like to brainstorm. But I'll leave it at here. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Y'all have a good rest of your night. And I'll see y'all in the next stream. Peace.